Love the flow. 69. Now it's time for new, believable people, and we must do it. If we don't control insiders, this will be over and over. To lead by an any big fat love, find common ground to halt the spread of lies, and we must do it big fat love, find common ground to halt the spread of lies, and any America first, America first, non-fatal. We want to build a much better, believable people, and we must do it non-fatal. Communication very much higher. America first. To lead by an any insiders fighting for insiders. Time to stop. Insiders fighting for insiders. More of insiders fighting for insiders. Time to stop. Insiders fighting for insiders. America first. Love the flow. 69. Now it's time for new, believable people, and we must do it. If we don't control insiders, this will be over and over. To lead by an any big fat love, find common ground to halt the spread of lies, and we must do it big fat love, find common ground to halt the spread of lies, and any America first, America first, non-fatal. We want to build a much better, believable people, and we must do it non-fatal. Communication very much higher. America first. To lead by an any insiders fighting for insiders. Time to stop. Insiders fighting for insiders. More of insiders fighting for insiders. Time to stop. Insiders fighting for insiders. America first. Love the flow.
Hey guys, happy Independence Day for all of you guys down in America.
America.
How's it going, Rod?
Oh, no, sitting here looking a little bit of YouTube, then I see this pop up, and now I'm getting absolutely nothing done today. It's glorious.
There we go. The one day of the year where you can just absolutely be thankful that you're American in America and do nothing. America. I don't know. I just thought, hey, it's Independence Day, and here I am up here in Canada, and really didn't do anything for Canada Day because I didn't feel like it. But, you know, it's Thursday, and I thought, yeah, I really don't feel like doing a video or anything like that. And I thought, yeah, what the hell? I'm just going to go live. And here we are. So, yeah, welcome, Lenrod. Welcome, Edge of Time. Welcome to you, dude. Nice to see you. And we also got Daniel Barry Sports Highlights that's here. Happy, everyone. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Yeah. So, nothing was really scheduled. This is kind of like a spur of the moment kind of thing. So, what I figure I'm going to do right up top is if you want to join in, there's the link. And we're just basically going to shoot the shit today. It's
a free-for-all.
It's a free-for-all. It's totally a free-for-all. So, yeah, this is what's going on. So, it's been a while since you've been on this show.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely been a while.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the last time I was on the show was the episode count was in the single digits.
Yeah, I know, right? It was like forever ago. Man,
The big thing is I
so
always have to go to work when you start your stream. Like I'm only here for like a half hour.
I know, but now you got extended time.
Yeah, I've
So
got all day today. It's amazing.
sweet. A day to relax. So what are you planning on doing today? Just nothing?
I was gonna work on some project stuff, but then I saw this pop up. I'm like, well, that can wait until later.
Nothing like getting procrastination done. So
I don't know if this counts as procrastination because I was technically going to do it, and then this
yeah.
popped up, and it's like, well, I'm just getting sidetracked, not so much procrastinating.
Oh well, I suppose. So yeah, I don't know. Just kind of thought of just doing a live stream and appreciating all that America has given to us. So, talk about stuff like, I don't know, comics and movies and just chatting, just chilling. So that's what it's all about. So
And a common air defense network.
exactly. Lovely. So everybody that happens to be watching on X or on Rumble, if you want, there's a link that's pinned up above if you want to come on. If you're going to be nice, then pop on in. I don't care who it is. So as long as you just want to have fun, and yeah, it's about it. So Lenrod, what are you grateful for being American?
Being America. Well, I've got an awful lot of weapons sitting in my closet. Does that count?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Everything counts. So, hey Franco, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Yeah, I don't know. I just got to think back to the Reagan days, back in the 80s. So, the height of patriotism, and I guess how I was living in a small town near Maine, about 20 minutes away from Maine, and primarily everything was like, American programming. You had an American radio station in Calais, Maine, and you got like the major 3 channels: ABC, NBC, CBS, and you had and all those TV shows came from Bangor, Maine. So,
Well, if you're close enough, you can tune it in.
yeah, exactly.
Radio doesn't care about borders.
No, no, of course not. But, oh man, I think that's probably what began my love for America. So
I missed out on the Reagan days.
Oh man,
I was technically alive, but I was too small to remember any of it.
Oh yeah, and American Top 40 with Casey Kasem. So those were the days, man.
He went for a really long time before retiring.
He did. Jeez, it just seemed to go on forever.
I swear I was hearing him like even all the way to the early 2000s. I was still hearing him. I swear.
Oh yeah,
I could be wrong, but I know it was throughout the 90s. I was still hearing him on the radio from time to time.
This is Casey Kasem. and you're listening to American Top 40. So, oh man, yeah, he had the voice. Oh God, did he have a voice, man? Did everything from like Shaggy and Cliff Jumper on Transformers, and oh my God, like he did like everything.
Oh, I didn't know he did voice acting too.
Oh God, yeah, he did tons of voice acting.
I just knew him as the radio guy.
Oh yeah, no, he did. He was Shaggy on Scooby-Doo.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, that is just cool.
Cliff Jumper in Transformers. Oh God, yeah, there was like a lot of stuff he did. Jeez, like I'm gonna have to even look up his resume because he did so much stuff. So,
Mr. Top 40 officially became cooler.
Yeah, exactly. Totally cooler.
The only other fun fact I knew about that guy was about his girlfriend or wife or whatever, but she appeared in Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
She was at Lewis's party.
Yep.
She's like, Lewis, I'm going home. That was that character.
Let's see. Yeah, he did some stuff with Looney Tunes. Oh my God. I think the majority of his stuff is like Scooby Doo because Shaggy and all that. But my God, I mean, he did so much stuff. Jeez. What was it? He was. Oh yeah, that's right. He was Dick Grayson. In the Adventures of Batman.
Huh.
Yeah, Garrison's Gorillas. I remember that one. So he even did some stuff in Mr. Magoo way
Wow.
back when.
Busy.
I know, right? Chattanooga Cats. God. Did some stuff for Josie and the Pussycats. Oh yeah, it was like. Oh, that's right. He was even in Hawaii 5-0.
So, like the original TV show?
Yep, the original TV show.
Wow.
So, yeah. Jabberjaw. He was in Quincy.
Basically worked for Hanna-Barbera.
Oh, God, yeah. Like everything in Hanna-Barbera. Hardy Boys. So,
that is my phone.
oh, nice. God, he was even on Fantasy Island. So,
wow.
Yeah, I know. He did crap ton of stuff. So, and hey, Cycle Man, how's it going? Living in America, hey? Yep, that's right. The great dream that is America. So, I don't know, just kind of having a relaxed day. Just thought I'd live stream for a little bit and see what everybody's doing. And yeah, I really didn't actually plan this out. So, but yeah, if anybody wants to join in, they can come on in and just have some fun. And God, you know what? I didn't even know if I should share any kind of American stupid news.
Well, stupid news is universal.
Well, this is true. So
it's not just America. I mean, every country is delivering an awful lot of stupid these days.
Well, yeah,
it's a global mind virus.
That's true, especially our country. Oh my God, unbelievable.
I think Canada used to be pretty freaking awesome all over.
It did. We used to be this nice nation just tucked away all the way up north. That pretty much
America's
everybody
hat.
ignored. Yeah, we were America's hat, and now it's looking more like a squished down cowboy hat or something like that at this point. Where things are going.
Used to make the analogy that North America is like a house. You got the United States that represents the main building where their living room and all that is, where most people go. Yep. Canada was like the attic. You don't go there often, but there's always something cool to find there. And then Mexico is like the basement. It's kind of dark and smelly. You don't want to go there.
Oh my God, I love that analogy.
Of course, Mexico used to be pretty great too, but stuff happened there.
Well, that's true too. Yeah, used to get everything cheap there, south of the border. So, you know what? I got a little interesting something, and I got to thank Dadman for this because he pointed this out like a couple of weeks ago. I kind of posted this on my Twitter, and hey, Flip City Magazine, how's it going?
Yo,
nice to see ya. You know what? Hey, there's a link up above that I pinned up above. If you want to join in, hop on in, and we're just having fun today. That's all we're doing. There was something I posted on my X, and thanks to Dadman, he kind of pointed this out, and it's got the hamster wheels turning in my head, right? Because a couple of weeks ago, Canadian Spider-Man came here in Alberta, which I like to call the Texas of Canada. And Dadman said, you know what? With the picture of you two together, you kind of look like Bob and Doug McKenzie. So,
yeah, actually, a few years later, of course, but yeah, the similarities are striking.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird, isn't it? So, you know what? Because Canadian Spider-Man was thinking about probably moving and maybe to Alberta. And so I pitched this to him. It's like, you know what? Maybe we should just do like a, I don't want to say a reboot because that's kind of like a taboo type of word. Exactly. Think of it more like an homage.
Yeah.
To Bob and Doug McKenzie, and just doing it maybe on this channel.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you know what? Rancor C keeps on calling him on Manorama. He keeps on calling him Rick Moranis.
Say there is a similarity.
There is a similarity. You know what? And if I got a toque, if we both got a toque, and I made this big ass background and stuff like that, and just got a bunch of beer, because America beer, why not? And if I managed to get the blessings of Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas and do and kind of revive Bob and Doug McKenzie.
That would be cool.
God, that would be cool. So
what happens is you show up on the show and you become doubles of each character, and they're just like, who's the real who?
Oh, that would be so awesome. Man, oh man. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we do like a Bob and Doug McKenzie kind of thing? Canadian Spider-Man and I? I'm just kind of curious of what everybody's thoughts of that would be. That would just be awesome. So, but
leave it down in the comments when you're watching the replay.
That's right. Exactly. Should Canadian Spider-Man and I kind of like do an homage to Bob and Doug McKenzie?
Yeah.
Even though that's Canadian. And this is July 4th, America Day.
It's fine.
Exactly.
America and Canada have been buddies for quite a long time.
That's right. We don't want any commies here. So, that's why we're, buddied up here, with Alaska on top of that as well. So,
Yeah, we have to drive through Canada if we want to drive to Alaska.
Well, that's true too. So, we'll just let you come on through. And it's like, oh yeah, you're going up there? Okay, hey, no problem. So, just taking the scenery and maple syrup.
Don't know who they are? What?
Yeah, exactly. So, but I mean, hey, you guys got a pretty good deal from Russia way back in the 1800s,
Yeah, they're pretty desperate.
Yeah,
both of our major land purchases were just from desperate people. We won big. It's like Napoleon with the Louisiana Purchase. And
yeah. And if things go well here, maybe you can purchase Canada. There we go.
It's a lot of resources.
It is a lot of resources. We got plenty of trees and lumber.
I don't know if it still is or not, but I know one of our largest sources for oil just comes from Canada.
Well, yeah, that's right.
It's one of the main things we trade with Canada. We trade oil. You give us oil, we give you massive air defense.
Yeah, it's a win-win. So, works out. Frank Walker, I have no idea who they are, afraid. Oh my dude.
I think Strange Brew might still be on the YouTube movies.
Exactly. They didn't reach the UK. Oh, my dear Franco Walker. I'm gonna have to bring something up then, I guess, for you. So, and I'm gonna have to illuminate
it's still
you.
Free with ads on YouTube.
Oh, really, dude? That's awesome.
Yeah, so you can totally watch Strange Brew, and I strongly suggest watching it. It's a great movie.
Exactly. Made in the early '80s. It did actually break a world's record. So, believe it or not, for the longest. What was it? Something like the longest driving jump made by a van into water.
That's
something
cool.
like that. Yeah. So, Flip City Magazine. Yeah, we paid Mexico a ton for a tiny piece of New Mexico for the railroad. Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about that. Yeah.
From a time when Mexico actually had balls.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a time when Mexico was a thing. It was a great vacation destination and everything for a real long time.
It was. And then you guys chased them out of California, and you got California too. Way back
when. They got the Baja.
Well, yeah, that's true too. So, which is a great vacation spot out here still.
Yeah, Cabo Wabo's there.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Let's see. Yeah. So if any of you guys want to come on, just hit the link up above. It's there for you, and join on in, and yeah, we'll just have a bunch of fun. That's all that's all about. So
true that.
But let's see. What's another thing? That I like about America? Let's see. Oh, Hojo, me. You should grab my comics. There you go. I'm gonna give you a link, Hojo, if you happen to be listening. So there we go. Promote some people
That's
in
right.
America. That's right. Flip City, yeah. You want to come on in? I'll send you a link and just have some fun. So, cause why not, right? You know, if you guys aren't doing anything yet today, then come on in, peddle your wares, or or should I just say, whore yourself out? So
Present yourself in a meaningful manner. It
exactly.
is both tasteful and marketable.
Yes. I sent you a link on X in case you don't see it in the chat there. So which is kind of pinned on top. But yeah, come on in. Have some fun. The water's fine. So
I promise it's not yellow.
exactly. Yet.
I'm holding it for now. But I have no guarantees that you got to get in sooner.
That's right. Let's see. So I forget. I don't know if you want to, quote unquote, ducks yourself, but where are you at again?
I live in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin.
Nice. And so what are you going to be doing later on? Fireworks, beer, barbecue?
Well, it's currently raining, so no fireworks.
Oh, bummer.
But I intend to just kind of chill in my house and work on project stuff.
Nice.
I got a song I need to finish yet.
Oh, really?
And then what is functionally my debut record will be complete.
Ah, nice.
I mean, I'd have to go if I really want it to be a proper debut album, I'd have to go through and re-record every single track to make sure all the levels are identical and everything. But
oh yeah,
I don't know. I don't feel like doing that, so it's more like a glorified demo.
Ah, there we go.
Just a full-length demo.
Let's see. I wonder what else should talk about, because yet again, I didn't exactly plan this, so it's just for something to do. Why not, right? Let me think here. Greatest American movie.
Where do we start?
Oh yeah, I know, right?
It's like for the last century, the movie industry has been dominated by America. So
yeah. Let me think here. Or I should probably rephrase it. Greatest patriotic movie.
Oh, that's a tough one there.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of movies you could argue that are patriotic, even if they're not specifically patriotic. Like Independence Day is one that falls into that category.
Yeah, true.
There's a strong patriotic vibe to it without it actually being patriotic.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Let me see here.
Debbie's Does Dallas. Classic.
Oh my God.
Never seen it. Most likely never will. And I'm pretty sure I don't want to.
Probably not. No. God. Yeah, I was thinking The Patriot. Good movie.
Yeah.
Really good movie. Let's see.
Anything with John Wayne.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good one. I'm gonna have to say, let's see, American Graffiti. That's a good one. I wouldn't say patriotic, but it's it's pretty much up there as one of the great American movies.
Yeah, very American cultural thing.
Yeah. Patton,
yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, got your leg hanging out with my son. Can't pop on. Okay, hey, no problem, Hojo. It's all good, dude.
Oh, another good one. Air Force One.
Yeah, Air Force One.
Get off my plane.
Get off my plane.
That's a great movie. Again, I think it's not necessarily a patriotic movie, but it vibes that way.
Yeah, totally. Team America.
Yeah.
America. Fuck yeah.
It's like best theme song ever.
If I could only play that song, man, and not get dinged for it.
Yeah.
Jeez. That'd be nuts. God, I'd play that over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to think of some more movies. Maybe comic books. I mean,
Again,
Captain
though,
America.
that for like the last century, America's been dominating that too.
Yeah.
I mean, only in recent years has it's fallen, and other stars are starting to take over.
Yeah, that's true. Zero Dark 30.
I've never seen that movie.
No?
Nah.
Let's see.
It's like
I think
We Were Soldiers is pretty good.
Yeah, that's like really good. American
Yeah.
Sniper.
Yeah.
That's good.
Anything with Clint Eastwood.
Anything with Clint Eastwood. Yeah.
Either with
everything
him in it
Clint
or
Eastwood.
directing it.
Yeah.
Especially him directing. That guy knows how to direct a movie, something fierce.
Oh, big time. That's right. Durka.
Durka Durka Jihad. Ana Durka Durka.
Oh my God.
The
Let's
resemblance is
see.
uncanny.
Everyone shame Michael into buying my comic. He owes me. Yes, I know. I know, Hojo. I totally 100% got to get your comic, the first 2 issues, because I know, from last night, and thank goodness you were on the Common Nerd, because you got the 3rd one coming out in August. I'll try to get a link, and I'm going to put that into the stream for you, dude. So, and because I'm sure, what was it? You can find it probably on Fund My Comic. I'll try to find it there. Yeah. Oh, Hans Bricks. Yes. Let's see. Cycle Man. In the Line of Fire with Clint. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So good. So good. God. Apollo 13.
Yeah, that was a great one too.
That's a really good one. Because I remember going to NASA. God, I'm trying to remember when that was in the 80s. I think it was like 86. And because my parents had land in Florida, near I think it was like near St. Augustine. And one day they gave us a choice of whether to go to Disneyland or NASA. And we picked NASA.
Good choice.
Yeah, it was totally a good choice. And actually, our parents were hoping that we were going to make that choice because Disneyland, even back then, was like insanely expensive.
Yeah. Depends on the day of the week you're going to.
Yeah, that's true too.
I know I went to, was it Disney World or whatever in California, and I was there visiting my aunt and uncle, and we went on a Thursday, so it was only like $100 a ticket.
Yeah. Oh God.
It was pretty dead.
Oh jeez.
Made it nice for going to the rides because it's like, oh yeah, I don't have to wait in line for anything. Just about.
Oh well, that's not too bad then. So...
Unfortunately, there really weren't any pretty girls around there. Just the butchest dykes you've ever seen. There was one gal walking around who was absolutely gorgeous, though.
Oh, really?
I bugged her. She was looking for attention for possible movie stuff, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
That woman was gorgeous, though.
Oh, man, Florida women. Ooh, yeah,
that was in California.
Oh, that was in California. Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay, all right. Franco Walker. Let's see. Played Misty for me. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. So, Forrest Gump. Yeah, that's a really good movie.
The great boomer movie.
Yep. And hey, Dad Man. Hey, Hoser. Hey, yeah, Dad Man. Hey, if you want to come on, we're just having fun today. If there's a link that I pinned up above. If you want to come on, come on. So, let's see. I love Disneyland on rainy days. Really? Why rainy days?
Well, zero waiting time for anything. Then.
Yeah, more than likely. Yeah. But yeah, our parents gave us a choice. We picked NASA, and so we went to Cape Canaveral, or what's the other alternative name? John F. Kennedy Space Center.
Yeah.
And and we went there, saw the Saturn V rocket just laid out, and all its sections, and I'm like, that is huge. That thing was unbelievably huge. I actually still have it was like a plastic cup, that you can get pop in, and I think it was like a Pepsi cup from the Space Center, and I still have that to this day.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I doubt it's collectible. I don't care if it's collectible or not, but yeah.
It's
I'm
been
keeping
collected, therefore it is collectible.
that. Yeah, that's true. So I will if I get home, I will. We're on our way to see Grandma Man walking. So keep going. Okay, no problem. Let's see. And Vince have to pop off to the kitchen. Listening though, I'll be back. Okay. So live from a kitchen in an undisclosed location is Vince Womack as he goes to the kitchen. And Max Redstone, hey dude.
Yo.
His name, James Cameron, the bravest pioneer. No budget too steep, no sea too deep. Who's that? It's him, James Cameron. James Cameron, explorer of the sea, with a dying thirst to be the first. Who could it be? It's him, James Cameron. From season 16, episode 9 from South Park. Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one. That's right. Okay. Good enough. I'm going to have to look that up now. Let's see. What's another good one? Born on the 4th of July. That wasn't too bad.
I haven't seen that one.
No, I haven't seen that one either. Saving Private Ryan. That was pretty good.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, very solid. And you know what? Even though it's a Michael Bay movie, and usually I'll shame away from like Michael Bay movies, Pearl Harbor.
Never seen Pearl Harbor.
No.
I've seen Tora, though, and that's a great movie.
That's a great movie. Because Michael Bay got a few things wrong with that movie. With Pearl Harbor. Yeah. But, it's mainly about the explosions anyway, right? So,
yeah.
Yeah, always. So, Raising the Bar.
Yeah, that was probably the South Park episode.
Yeah, probably. Oh, okay. If that's what it is,
then
I
think I actually seen that episode, but it's been so long since I've seen him. I remember him going down to the ocean to raise the bar.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up then. Let's see. South Park raising the bar. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay. I wonder if I'll get dinged for that, but what the hell? It's gonna be funny to show it anyway. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, what the hell? This is just a fun day to just do goofy stuff. So why the hell not?
Yeah.
Okay. And I can only play a few seconds at a time anyway, so what the hell? I love that USS James Cameron.
Yeah. And he's the only one crewing the ship.
Yeah. The only way James Cameron can.
This is it. Throttle down! Throttle down! Mr. Cameron, you don't have to do this.
Oh, but he does have to do this because he's James Cameron. Oh, my God. Oh, man.
It's when he does the whole speech about how the bar got lowered.
Yeah.
Or if that was a different point.
Probably. The song starts after he goes into the water. Okay, cool.
Why don't you just go back to your house in Malibu? Go work on another movie. I have to do this. I have to try and raise it.
Oh, is he going to end up raising the Titanic or something like that? Because that wouldn't surprise me. Because
he's
I know we
raising
talked about
the bar.
The bar. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, what is it?
The bar isn't something that actually lowers, Mr. Cameron. Then how do you explain all the fat people on mobility scooters?
Yep.
Well, I don't know. Maybe current dietary laws that are in place, maybe in America. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I'd explain fat people on mobility scooters. My God. It's a good question. Inquiring minds want to know.
How do you account for Honey Boo Boo?
Oh my God. Yes, 100%. How do you account for that? Remember that was the thing. What was it on the Learning Channel or the History Channel or whatever it was? Friggin' Honey Boo Boo. It started with those stupid shows of what was it? Little girls in pageants and stuff like that. And somehow, some way, this chunky little girl ends up getting famous, and her entire family too. How?
They're probably still poor.
Oh God, probably. Yeah. Spaghetti wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, jeez. I actually heard that the mom of Honey Boo Boo, what was it? Like they made a whole ton of cash, and the dude that she was with, what was it? She got like, I don't know, cosmetic surgery done or something like that, and ended up basically dumping his ass. It's like, oh, why doesn't that surprise me?
Hypergamy. She thinks she can do better.
Yeah, exactly. And yet she hasn't. So
The bar has been lowered to depths we can't even fathom. If anyone can go down there and raise it back, it's me.
oh, James,
Yep.
if that were only true. My God. How do you account for Star Wars and Star Trek and everything else? You didn't raise crap, James. Hey, Maddie's daddy, how's it going? Hail all. Happy Independence Day. Well, happy Independence Day to you. Nice to see you here, man. Let's see. Max Redstone. They defatted Mama June and she had a series and she relapsed. Yeah, I heard about that. Oh my God. Yeah, the whole family ended up getting a freaking show. Man, why do we keep on making stupid people famous? I don't get this.
There's a very good reason for it.
Oh yeah, right.
I could sum it up, but it could be controversial.
No, nothing's too controversial for this channel.
Well, I could sum it up in one word.
Do
Women.
it. Yes.
Women are the ones who watch the most TV, so they have to make shows about women who are really crappy to make them, and it makes them feel better about themselves, and then they watch more of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Why all the TV shows have become reality shows, because they're the biggest watchers of TV. So the show networks are catering to their viewer base.
Oh man, I know.
Like, we can make these on the cheap, and because of the most watched shows, because the highest watching demographic watches them, no problem.
Yeah. How do you explain Avatar 2? I can't. I really honestly can't. I mean, I watched Avatar 2 and I'm like, really? This is about alien whale brain goo? Like, really? This is what Avatar 2 is all about? Like, oh my God. You waited 10 years to tell this story. And it's about basically alien whale hunting and harvesting their brain goo. Like, I'm sorry.
I saw half of the first Avatar because I fell asleep.
I don't blame you. I really don't blame you.
Like, I had no intention of ever watching the movie the rest of the way through. So it's like all I've ever seen is the first half of it, and that's it.
No, I know, right? It's like I can watch it once and it's like, okay, it was decent. It's about it.
Like, and I don't fall asleep during movies. That's not something I do, and I fell asleep for that movie.
Oh my God. You'd be like Rip Van Winkle if you watched the second one then, I guess. So
it's like 4 or 5 hours long or something.
Oh God, yeah, probably. It's like a Zack Snyder cut. So here we go.
Let her go!
Oh my God. Oh jeez. It just rolls right in. Hey, Pat Wannabe, how's it going, man?
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we today?
Well, so far so good.
Hey, Avatar 2. What do you want me to say? The water tribe's not as cool as the sky tribe. Not even close. Not even close. You know what? Not every alien species is awesome. Okay, there's got to be the bottom of the barrel and the top of the barrel.
Right?
Yeah. He just wants to show the whole planet for some reason.
Yeah, for some odd reason we get introduced to the whole Bora Bora tribe. Oh, you know.
And real quick, if you haven't watched Avatar all the way through, I would say the bad guy in Avatar, the general or whatever he is, Avatar's worth watching just to see that guy go mad. Like mad with power and insane. The guy's one of kind of the great over the top bad guys that I've seen in cinema in a freaking really long time. I mean, you're like, wow, this guy's nuts. I mean, he really, and he was so great of a character, they had to bring him back for the second one.
Yeah.
That's how much they had to reach in that second one. They're like, what kind of magic can we bring back? Nothing. It's all the same crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not underwater. You look like you're flying. It's not great. It's okay. Avatar 2 has better underwater graphics than Aquaman 2.
Right.
Hands down.
True.
Hands down.
True. I will totally 100% give you that. So.
Oh. Well, I'll let you guys finish. I'm trying to remember. I want you guys to finish, but I'm trying to remember the movies that my list in my head so I don't forget it, because I think I got some good ones.
Okay.
UV lights on. Pressure system is normal. Music on.
His name is James Cameron, the bravest pioneer. No budget too steep, no sea too deep. Who's that? It's him, James Cameron.
Oh my God.
Got his own theme music.
Daniel Boone was a man, a big, big man, but the bear was bigger, so he ran. What?
Oh, jeez. Hey, old man coming.
Hello,
How's it going?
everyone.
How's it going, man? Yep. There it is.
Yeah.
You know what would have been better? If they did this as a sea shanty of some sort. Oh my God.
It's got the right vibe.
It does. It does. Okay, here we go.
Systems are normal. You guys hearing the song okay up there?
James Cameron, explorer of the sea.
Oh
Yes, James, we hear the song.
Descending to 1,000 feet. I don't see the bar yet. Looks like it must have sunk pretty low.
Yes, it has. Oh my God.
I don't see the bar yet.
Oh my jeez. Oh, with a song like that, yeah, that's probably why it sank even deeper.
Their songs are great. I don't know how they come up with the ridiculous songs, but like the Lemmy Winks theme and Big Gay Al's Big Gay Boat Ride song and
oh yeah,
Brian Boitano from the movie.
Brian Boitano, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
And anything Cartman sings is gold.
Oh yeah, 100%.
With a dying thirst to be the first. Could it be? Yeah, it's him, James Cameron.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
How many takes does it take to make that song?
Yeah.
How do you not laugh?
Probably practicing all day and all night.
Oh no, that'd be even funnier. You're seeing some
exactly.
crazy people sing this James Cameron song in the car. Are they singing about James Cameron?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Driving down the road, you got a whole bus full of people singing it.
Exactly. Well, I know he's not a favorite in everybody's books anymore, but I always remember Mark Hamill saying in an interview that he was practicing the Joker voice and the laugh in the car. And he's like, and I kind of looked over and I saw someone looking at me and they're like, this guy's just laughing crazily in his car by himself at a stoplight. Look forward, don't make eye contact, So it makes me think, like, I wonder how many of these people do this stuff in their car, like on the way to auditions and stuff like that.
I wonder if somebody that was ever on James Cameron's set has ever played this song if they ended up getting fired, right? It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna fire me? Well, I got this for you, and plays this song
as he walks out.
Turns out he's the one who wrote the song.
Yeah.
Royalties all day, my friend.
Yeah.
Who's laughing now?
You mentioned my name. There's $1,000 per second for that.
Okay, so we were thinking, you guys were talking about patriotic movies, and I was trying to think, like, okay, well, like, other than any Western ever made, because that's definitely an America thing. That's our thing. So any Western is all America. Any good Westerns are good American tales. But I like the ones, like, Dancing with Wolves was cool because it shows a great new angle. but like Last of the Mohicans, that kind of stuff.
That's
I really enjoyed those ones. You know, like the showing the balance of what they had to do between natives, because it wasn't just a slaughter. You know, I mean, it was a very biased quote unquote agreement. You know, I mean, it was, but they did have to work with them, and there were people. Of course, there always are people that are going to work with an enemy. You know what I mean? So I really like those angles. Patriot, of course, is kind of a singular angle.
I suppose. Yeah,
it's a little more. But and then like I didn't hear anybody say Armageddon.
Not yet.
Because to me, that was America doing we worked with everybody. It was all our cosmonauts. Yeah, you know, and it was like overcoming way more than just the political aspect, the saving the world thing, but the relationships and that to me again is kind of a very much of an American thing. In other cultures, you don't have the young guys that really think they're hot shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? That is kind of like you said, American graffiti, things like that. It's like, yes, there's gangs in other cultures, but like our crazy youth that's ours. Like we have to claim that. The being super ridiculous. Everybody knows how to party. I understand that. You know? And then another one was I can't remember if it's the first one in the series. Is it Olympus Has Fallen?
Yes.
I know that's the movie
Michael
name. I don't know
Bannon.
which one
is that the first one? Well, it's whatever the first one in this, you know, where he's got to go into the White House. Yeah, I think it's Olympus Has Fallen, but I don't know if that was the first one in the series because it's like London Has Fallen and whatever the other one is. Yeah. So I really like those movies because that's like, that's a dude fighting for his country, literally against an infiltration and like a Red Dawn kind of thing. That's another one I wanted to mention, like the first Red Dawn, like very
about Gettysburg.
You know, oh gosh, it's been so long since I saw that movie.
Yeah, that was like early 90s or something like that.
Yeah, those type of movies I see kind of once in the theater and they, you know, whether they have rewatchability or not, it's a lot of I can't watch a dialogue-driven movie 30 times. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's all. It can be as good as it can be, but it's just...
You got to go, dude. See you, man. Great to have you here, man. It's a really good movie. Patton. I love Patton.
Yeah.
Do I so love Patton. Man,
and the war movies, I wasn't sure if it's like, well, they're also, whether we win or not, it all ends up being like, wow, I can't believe what happened.
Yeah.
You know, because you want to put like any Civil War movie, the Revolutionary War movies, or any World War I, World War II type stuff, but it's like, oh gosh. You know, because we're involved in so much, you know, it is American because we're going over with our style. You know, we're going over to completely foreign soil, and we're like, we're not even going to listen to you guys. We got our own plan.
Yeah, exactly.
You know I mean?
Your plan isn't working so good. You're already losing. That's why we're here.
It's just so crazy.
You're not following the America plan.
You know, it's like they can only change us if we're singular. Like Keanu Reeves wanders in there, or Tom Cruise wanders in there. You can change a man. Now, if they're a group, Lord of the Flies, baby.
Yeah.
I mean,
you will end up like Piggy, and you will not like it. So
now that I said that, I'm trying to wonder: have I even seen a movie where we're involved heavily from a different perspective?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like, and then the Americans came in and they just rolled over everybody, even us. We couldn't even fight anymore. They just pushed us aside, and you know what I mean?
Platoon, mate? No, maybe not Platoon.
Although that like any of those movies, any of those.
Yeah.
Heavy Metal Jacket and all that. Because then again, that kind of post-war trauma, very distinctive to our culture.
Yeah.
You know? Especially the ignoring of that. Very distinctive to our culture.
Oh my God, yes.
We have the world's largest rug. We just sweep everything under. What's this? Don't look under the rug.
Yeah, we did that. What are you going to do about it?
I can't even walk over the rug. This lump is huge.
It's fine. We'll just put a toilet down there.
We'll just,
you got me choking.
Oh, geez, me too. We'll just put some OxyClean on that and hope it just buffs right out.
It's all the fireworks in the air. There's so much smoke.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
That darn sulfur.
Yeah. I actually still have some sparklers. There we go.
Yeah, like Apocalypse Now. I was trying to think of those other movies that were really good back then. You know, all that stuff. Because those they're not even supposed to be in America. You know, and those movies are so American.
Yeah.
You have to kind of realize, you're like, oh yeah, they're in like Vietnam or Laos, or they're on the Da Nang River, you know? I mean,
yeah, like bridge over the River Kwai, you know? I mean,
it's so crazy. Yeah.
But it's like full on American, you know, no matter where you are, right?
Because I was trying to think of like the chase kind of movies, and I was like, well, like, would Cannonball Run be? And I was like, well, the cross-country race isn't really Americanly distinctive. Although we do it a little different, you know, but everybody kind of, you know, like we have the Gumball Run now, or they did for, I don't know if that's still going. But like I thought Cannonball Run, you know, those, like a Dukes of Hazzard, very American, although the movie can't be considered, but like that kind of series, I was like, oh, that's very, very American culture, you know, like the Rum Runners. Any gangster movie, of course, you know, anything like that.
Dukes of Hazzard. What about for TV shows? Because I keep on thinking Dukes of Hazzard all the time.
Dallas. I hate to say it, but like that was American culture in the early decades. God. You know what I mean? Like the world, America, our world, totally run by oil people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And just how they can one-up each other. They don't even worry about us. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know? And all this stuff. And it very much is like we've seen kind of that play out, because there was always the controversy about whenever a royal dies, especially Diana, you know, and all that stuff. And it's like, oh, Dallas kind of gave us the look into the royals before even though it was a fully scripted show. But those backstabbing moments, those I can get this guy, you know, this guy in his favor or something like that, you know. Because all those shows do so well now. Like you all were saying, you know.
Yeah.
The reality type shows.
My parents would watch that show religiously.
Yeah, my mother loved Dallas.
Man. What was it? There was another one too that was on around the same
Dynasty.
Time. Dynasty, yes. Yep. Oh my God.
Because I think that wasn't Dynasty the one with, like, was it Joan Rivers and and then the blonde lady, I can't remember, but they were like bitter rivals, like hair pulling fights in the mud.
Oh, big time.
I remember those, and it's like, wow, they're really going at it. And I'm like, okay, I can see why they get into this, because especially in like the early, you didn't see that was. I can't believe you're acting like this. Like, you didn't act like that in public. I mean, you didn't see this kind of stuff. You're like, their family's crazy like mine.
It's like the prelude to dysfunction.
Exactly. I mean,
you know, so it was kind of nice to see in a way. It's like, oh, okay, who knew this was going to turn into like reality shows? You know,
there's just enough there because you have all the human emotions bringing you in, but like their world is not relatable. But like, I hate my sister-in-law too. You know? My in-laws are the worst. You know,
it was so good. Falcon Crest, that was another one. Dynasty, you had Linda Evans and Joan Collins. Yep. Yeah.
Gosh, way back then, soap.
Oh my God. I couldn't even believe, because this was like nighttime soap opera stuff. And I mean, I couldn't even believe that I was even glued to the TV set when those shows were on. It was like,
well, yeah,
so
that's what my
bizarre.
mom watched, and we were from that generation. It's like, oh, the one TV. Yep, what's on? That's what you watch.
Yeah.
Oh, you like Dynasty? No, not at all. But the
No.
TV was on, and the TV was the most interesting thing in the house at the time.
Exactly.
I mean, when the TV's on, I'm watching it.
It was like the fireplace, like back in the 40s and 50s, where you like hung around the radio for the radio shows, right? That's what it became like.
Yeah, I mean, TVs are very accessible, but I still don't think of television as like a foregone conclusion in my life. Like, I know you have to make an effort to keep a television in your life, because I've had lots of time when I didn't have a television. And it's like, wow, I don't even have a freaking TV, dude.
I know,
this
right?
is ridiculous. I mean, that, like the newer generations don't know what it's like to not have a phone. It's like not have a TV, not have a screen. Like, oh, I can't even watch anything. Even stuff I own, I can't watch. It's packed up, but I don't have a TV to watch it on.
It's like, yeah, because I mean, like myself, I haven't had cable or satellite in a few years.
Yeah, we went streaming.
Yeah, same here.
And I didn't have any of that stuff until I moved out. My mother was not getting cable.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have people come into my house and mess with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it was the cost, but yeah, I don't want to have these workers come in my house and put wires. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, it's cable, it's TV.
It's better than the aerial you have on top of your
house. The shittiest
house.
Wire in existence. They can't trace it. I mean, if you mess with it too much, it breaks. Who puts a metal rod in the middle of a cable? You know?
Right.
Not even like a flexible piece of metal. Like if you bent it too hard, you're like, oh man, I don't know how to put an outlet on this. Do you? Got to call somebody to do that. There was no YouTube video.
Yeah.
There was
my mom says, what the fuck is an HBO?
There you go. Home box office. HBO was what George Carlin was on when I was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had to pay like $30 or $40 just to watch those stand-ups.
TV.
And when HBO wasn't even on all the time.
No,
like it was only on when you paid for something.
Yeah, it was like only special event, and that was it. You know? Yeah.
It was all like pay-per-view movies and stuff. I remember.
Flip City, I think I had cable a total of 1 year. Wow. That's actually not bad. It's kind of like this joke. I forget what it was on or who said it, but it was like way back when. It was either in the late 80s, maybe early 90s. But I remember somebody making a joke like, 500 stations and nothing to watch.
God, I don't remember did that too, but that's like where channel surfing started.
Yeah.
And it's like because we would watch like just enough and we're like, nope, I don't want to. And then you click because there was so much we didn't know about.
Yeah.
And it's not, but then there would be nothing that just grabs you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Too many choices.
Like,
you don't know
That's
if you're making
right.
the right choice at any time. There's too many options.
Yeah. Or if
and
you
it was
had
new
two
TV.
shows that you wanted to, yeah, exactly.
Like USA wasn't, none of those cable networks were what they are now. Like Cartoon Network was nothing. Once they got normal, none of these stations had normal programming. Anybody remember ESPN in the early days? The badminton.
Yeah.
And
suffering for any kind of sports.
Like professional snowball fighting. Yeah, we're there. I mean,
ping pong.
Those gold just way back, and they were like desperate for anything, any event, and and I couldn't imagine a show that's like, oh, we have to make programming.
Yeah.
For 24, what? We're on for 24 hours? Wait, what?
Oh, shit. You mean we have to think now?
God. I mean, there was So much bad television. I mean, I can't even say bad. It just it didn't grab you. So when a good show came along, it would get, and they did the same thing they did today, because we back then would be like, oh, this show's kind of like the other one. I mean, honestly, you think all those CSI and all that stuff's different?
Oh God, I know, right?
They've been
20
selling the
shows.
same show for 30 years.
I know, right?
So
How many times can you
crazy.
do like a medical show or a friggin' cop show?
The medical shows before that. Yeah.
Oh my God, it just like killed me now. It's like it seems like that's the only thing that's like on TV nowadays. If you happen to have cable or satellite, right?
And we don't even get our make fun of the show, like what Ally McBeal was, like made fun of those kind of shows. It's like, oh, this is kind of something a guy can watch and go, haha, that's funny. Yeah,
Exactly.
I hate it when they're in an office, and like just the goofy things that we did, like the show Soap, how it kind of made fun of soap operas. And it's like, oh, that was so funny, but they actually dealt with real problems, because you had the gay guy, you had the one guy that was the ventriloquist that they thought was kind of crazy because he wanted to go into comedy, and that's what your parents thought. But you want to be a what? Yeah, I didn't work my knuckles to the bone for 45 years so you could tell stories and make people laugh with a puppet.
Yeah, that's about it. Let's see, another good American TV show, A-Team.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh,
of
dude.
course.
Yeah.
For the people, by the people. Kind of. I mean, that's because they looked out for the little guy. It's kind of what that show, Leverage, was. Like they were, except they were ex-criminals. Where the other guys had military training, whether they
framed
were
for a crime
exactly
they did not commit.
Vader was framed. Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the
A-Team was good.
the movie from a few years back?
I thought it was fun, although I didn't know enough about the A-Team, like the show. I was too young at the time.
Yeah.
If I would have watched the movie, I wouldn't have been able to go, oh, well, that's not exactly right. Or that's or they had this before.
Yeah.
I only know the key lines and the key characters, and I knew it's like, if I don't see the van, this ain't the A-Team.
No, I know, right? Hey,
I know what you guys do with Dukes of Hazzard. Hey.
Happy America Day.
That's right. America.
How do you do, Pop?
Doing all right.
There's a good one. Yeah, Airwolf. Airwolf was such a cool show. Man, I love that show.
Oh,
hey, Wendy.
Man.
How's it going?
I have it.
You got Airwolf?
Most patriotic movie of all time.
Yeah.
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder.
NASCAR, baby, America. Yeah.
Love that movie.
I would say Talladega Nights because I like that one better, but Days of Thunder is the realistic one.
Oh,
there ain't nothing that says more than going around in circles.
Yep.
America.
Turn left.
Oh, Vince, really, the A-Team couldn't hit the broadside of a barn from within the barn. What? Oh, come on, man.
No, they can shoot a tank in the air, dude.
They always shoot at the ground because they don't want to hit people.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Right. Because they were nice guys.
Yeah, they were nice vigilantes or nice mercenaries.
Yeah, precisely.
You can't point your guns up in a residential area.
No, that's
right.
true. Right. Could hit somebody's dog,
Could you imagine? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Like somebody's walking, like somebody gets hit by a stray bullet that comes down.
I've heard of that before.
Have you?
I've heard of that. Oh yeah, I have. But yeah, like what Max said, Airwolf. I love that show. It was so good with the helicopter, dude. That was like so awesome. That was like the slickest helicopter I've seen. Like missiles, guns. It's this stealthy looking black helicopter that came out of this mountain, right? And just stopping shit. Oh yeah, the sound.
Whisper mode.
Yes, so good.
No, that's remember Blue Thunder, a very short-lived Blue Thunder TV show based on the movie?
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was pretty
I had
good.
a Blue Thunder. I guess it would be a videotape game.
Yeah,
it was a light game. a light gun game that worked with like videotapes.
Oh, okay,
And I had a Blue Thunder, and there was like a Top Gunny one on there, and all these ones.
Knight Rider.
Knight Rider.
Knight Rider.
Street Hawk.
Street Hawk. Man, I love Knight Rider. God, it was so good. Yeah, Days of Thunder with Dom Simpson officially killing the 80s action style film. Yeah, true. It did. It was kind of, it was pretty much the end of an era when that came out, right? So, Wendy says, the best NASCAR movie is Stroker Ace with Burt Reynolds. Yeah. God, I haven't seen that in forever. Jeez.
Like Apollo 13.
Apollo 13.
I mean, any of the space, you know what I mean? Because that's kind of us getting there also. Our journey. We don't take
From the
help
Earth to the Moon series was really great.
We don't take help from
that was really good. That was really, really good.
I don't know if I'm familiar with that one.
Yeah. I think another one that kind of in a satirical kind of way that captures the American family is Married with Children.
The original dysfunctional family show.
Yes. In a satirical kind of way.
Well, you had All in the Family.
Yeah, you had All in the Family. Yeah.
Because I was thinking about, I was like, well, Beaver, Brady Bunch, but I don't know anybody that lived like that. I was definitely more Roseanne.
Yeah.
I mean, Married with Children had a little too much happiness for me, even though they were the way they were. Yeah. I mean,
I think there's something to be said about All in the Family because Archie Bunker still resonates with people.
Yeah.
That dysfunction. That's very dysfunctional because the dad, they didn't have anything to. Can't talk nobody. You don't do the wife. That was the only person that ever heard that stuff, you know, or saw any difference in that man at all.
That's true. That's true.
So
I think he kind of had to remember because I mean, when that show came out, it was like, what was it, like maybe early 70s, something like that, mid 70s, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And I think his backstory was, he was in the army. So maybe it kind of reflected maybe of how men were going, like maybe through a PTSD kind of thing, making them kind of cranky that way. I think it was kind of justified with Archie Bunker in a way, So I mean, still awesome show.
Base level frustration that you feel going through the normal course of your day, having to deal with stuff, and difficult people.
If you guys like the kind of show, like if you watch those and laugh at those, there's one on Netflix. It's animated, but it's by Bill Burr, and it's called F is for Family.
Yeah,
it's got
I heard about that.
It's got 4 seasons. It's honestly one of the most relatable television families I've ever watched. There's so many things in this show that you're like, yep, I knew that kid, or no, that was my brother, or that was my cousin, or there was the bully. Everybody had this kid that a lot of people thought was a nerd or small, because and he just get teased and he might be that kid's best friend. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like there was so many things in this movie that were perfectly relatable. And just like, oh, that didn't happen to me, but I know who it did happen to. Right. And the language the family uses is perfect. If you're a child in the 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s, you will understand everything they're talking about. It's the funniest show I've watched. I mean, Married with Children, it's right along with all these type of shows, and it's kind of surprising when you find out who's involved in it, and they're all kind of just in it they're just putting money for this idea.
Right.
Like Vince Vaughn, I guess, is involved somehow, but he doesn't write. They just kind of approve stuff. Like Bill Burr got a couple writers, he said that the character that he plays kind of is based off his father. Like, and we all had those dads that had a line. His dad's line, he's like, if you don't get your crap together, I'm going to put your head through that effing wall. You know, and it's like, you never do it. It's just always that threat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to kick your chest in if you don't cut that crap out. You know, I mean, so there was always like, oh shit, dad's home, run.
Exactly.
Like, you know.
Yep. 100%. So it's just enough of a threat for your young, fertile brain to just let it, meander in there for a little bit. Because, as soon as that came home, it's like, oh, fuck, time's up. You know, I got to freaking do my stuff.
And the mom's a stay-at-home mom and then wants to work, and she ends up being like a Tupperware lady.
Yes.
You know, so it's like, oh, my God, there's so much relatable in this. My aunt was the Tupperware lady.
Oh, really?
Know? I mean, you know, it's like the selling Avon. Who didn't know somebody that didn't sell Avon in the 70s? Like, everybody knew somebody.
Everybody did.
You know, everybody wanted that darn pink caddy.
Yeah, right. Oh, here's a good one from Vince. Yeah, the greatest American hero.
Yeah.
Man, I love
Who needs instructions?
Yes, exactly. Oh, my God.
Right about that, Wendy mentioned Night Court.
Night Court was awesome.
Yeah. Small Claims Court. That's got to be American.
Loved it.
That's got to be
American. I can't
American.
believe they rebooted Night Court, or, they brought it back again.
They brought it back. I haven't watched any of it, but people say it's okay. It's
really
the only surviving member is John Larroquette.
Yeah. Man, oh man. I think what greatest American hero I really liked. I mean, you had William Catt, the guy that plays the superhero. I didn't mind him. Connie Selica, I thought she was just Montebello. She was a looker.
She could have been a movie star. I think she got caught up in television. You don't mix the two.
No,
exactly. Not back then. Not back then.
But I loved Robert Culp. The FBI agent. Loved him. Man.
He was in a lot of good stuff too.
Oh yeah. Because I think it was like probably maybe about 6 months back. I'm rewatching old episodes of The Outer Limits, and he's in a few of those episodes, Robert Culp, and I'm like, oh my God, greatest American hero. And oh geez, and it's like it's a treat to watch these. Hey, Scotty.
Yo.
Hey.
What's
going on, gentlemen? Happy 4th of July. All of the Americas to you.
Yes.
Yeah. No, we're just shooting the shit, basically. Talking about, great American movies and shows and stuff like that. And it's not really a planned episode. It's just an episode.
And
I do also love Robert Culp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Such a cool dude.
He was so rad.
He was, right? He just had this snarky kind of likable personality, right? It's like you couldn't get one up on him no matter what. No matter what role he was playing.
There's a guy. Okay, so I always said that that Timothy Dalton should play a young Patrick Stewart. But unfortunately, I think Timothy Dalton is older than Patrick Stewart. And so
yeah. Oopsie.
But this goes into it, is that I think that Robert Culp should play a younger Matthew Perry.
Oh, there we go. That's
like, I think that like if you gave Robert Culp like Serving Sarah or the whole 9 yards back in his heyday, he would kill that.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Here's another one from Flip City Magazine. I really love Little House on the Prairie and still do. That, yes.
Man, going way back in the day.
Everybody masturbates, I suppose.
That is too wholesome for me. I could not get into that show. When I was a kid, couldn't do the Waltons. Couldn't do. It just, as a child, it was like, this is some boring television. Give me some
But
cartoons, man.
I know so many people who love Little House and the Waltons. Like
No, I know
know
very
so
popular.
many
It
people.
is very
Staple of
popular.
my,
And even what was it?
childhood.
Stairway to Heaven was another hugely popular.
Oh yeah, Highway to Heaven. Highway to Heaven.
That's the
Highway
one.
to Heaven. Yeah.
The Michael Landon one. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
Not Led
you
Zeppelin.
can't.
Oh, what is it? Touched by an Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A show on
You
this
can't
show where the
deny-
angel touched you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't deny one thing about Little
Hell,
House on the
Jesus.
Prairie. You can't deny one thing about Little House on the Prairie. That Nellie Olson was definitely the first Karen.
That picture looks very Karen.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
That looks like the chick who played Cindy in the Brady Bunch movie.
Yeah, I know. Right? She was Nellie Olson. She was the first Karen. Just remember that, everybody. So
Good
there you
for
go.
her.
And you can have a Karen character, and they can still be likable. Because Roseanne's
That's right.
sister in the Roseanne show was a Karen all the way, but she was still funny.
Yeah, that's true. Max Rosen. Oh my gosh, I wish Connie Silica did more work. I always loved anything she was in. Yeah.
I'm glad he brought that up. You mentioned Connie Silica, and I wanted to say, how did it happen that? Dynasty and Dallas, those had a lot of females on them, so a lot of star power, a lot of very glamorous women. But it was like every single show, had a knockout woman on it. Even like Matt Houston. Or, like Magnum PI where they're in suits.
Yes.
And then the girls would be in like lawyer outfits. And it's like, wow, dude. You know what I mean? It's like every show had a knockout on it. And it's like, God, it didn't matter what kind of show. They're just amazing. And nobody was like, oh, this woman can't act. Like they all just knocked it out of the park. You know what I mean?
No, some of the rose-colored glasses, sir. Some of
not
them
all
could
of
not
them.
act.
But how good
No,
were
I'm
the
not
shows
saying all of
back
them, but
then,
don't say that they're all like fucking Golden Globe winners.
I'm just saying
you could say it was like peak 80s to me. That was a wonderful series.
Big
I
time.
love Linda Carter, but do you really think she's a great actress?
For women in the day, yes. Is
That's
she
a-
A
that's
plus?
too
No.
qualified.
Back in the day,
That's
yeah.
too
I kind of look at it more for the time. It's like, was she great? No, but they allowed her to be on TV, and she didn't knock them down a peg. So I gotta,
Well,
you know what I
was it?
mean?
You got a point.
They were looking. They're like, oh, let's put her in there. She'll really mess it up. Damn it, they liked her.
But here's the thing, like, and I don't think that Linda Carter is a great actor, but I do think that Linda Carter embodies Wonder Woman for a certain generation. I think that even when people Google it now, unless your preferred search engine is Bing, you go and you punch in Wonder Woman and it says Linda Carter. And I thought that she was amazing at the time. If you go back and watch it now, is it campy? But yeah, it's the same way as
the
Adam
Star
West
Spangled
being
Diaper.
Batman.
Yeah, but it's a fun campy. That's what.
You know what? I had to return one of those outfits simply because that was the night my girlfriend broke up with me. I was like, wear this. And she was like, you know what? You said that the slave Leia was the last time.
Oh.
But this one's got a full butt in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Of truth. All role play.
This outfit
Here's
covers
another
you
one.
more than your bathing suit.
Hey, Real Wade, how's it going, man?
What's up?
What's up?
Boy.
Hello.
Chips, completely American.
Chips, yes,
Chips is American.
100%. 100%. California Highway Patrol. Yes.
Notorious.
Oh my God. Everything on Harleys, man.
Yeah, I lived in
Cops on
California.
Harleys. Oh, jeez. Such a good show.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
No?
Oh, police in California just let me open my eyes and see which car I'm gonna give a ticket.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Jesus, dude. They just look for you.
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer.
I don't remember that one.
I remember that one.
With the big
I
44
love
Magnum.
Sledgehammer,
It was the spoof PI show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sledgehammer, yeah, dude. And he kind of looked like Max Headroom.
Oh, really?
He did
Okay.
kind
He
of
was
look
just
like
super
Max Headroom,
blonde,
yeah.
and he'd comb it back, and he just had the square
Oh,
jaw. God, what was that?
Raish.
He was hot for a while too.
Oh, he was in Burn After Reading, the Coen Brothers movie. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Ah, yeah, Sledgehammer. I really like that.
I think he was in Lockup with Sylvester Stallone. But yeah, Richard Raish, I want to say.
You got that right, Digitime. Yep. It's a special episode. That's the way it is. Let's see. Vince Morak. Yeah, Linda always had 2 good reasons in her favor. Yeah, she did. 100%. Hey, we got DJ here too. How's it going, man?
It's going exceptionally well. May the force be with everyone.
Wrong day. Wrong day.
Now that would be kind of funny.
You got the Barry White thing going on.
Comics.
Yeah.
Comics Crusader. Did you watch the new episode yet? Star Wars. The one that
Star Wars of Acolyte. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a complete and utter piece of dog shit.
Acolyte.
Yeah. Man. Oh, Vince was going. Yeah, Grizzly Adams.
Oh God, that's
Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
I mean, yes, okay, Bonanza and all those shows are very American. I get it.
Yeah. Wholesome
wilderness,
back from a
cabin
very,
in the wilderness.
very wholesome era of American TV.
Yep.
Oh, but come on. You guys already said that Star Trek was an American television show, yes?
Sure.
Well, it is. It's a quintessentially American television show.
It is. It's very American. Yeah. At the height
that first one for sure. Cowboy.
Yeah, absolutely. Like first season of Star Trek. That's a mission statement of a melting pot where everyone gets along and does stuff together.
That's right.
That's America. Fuck.
Yep. It's America.
That's America.
I just wanted to drop by really quick.
Yeah, not a problem, dude.
Cool.
Yeah.
Woke up from a nap. I'm like, oh, you actually sent me. So I'm like, yeah.
All right then.
I just took a nap. That's why.
Well, wakey.
You guys all have a good rest of your day.
Right on.
Yeah, you too, man.
Cat. See you later.
Well, thanks. You could drop by.
Yes. I'm going to celebrate America like a Canadian.
That's right. I'm watching you all.
I'm not blowing anything up. Yeah, exactly. I get to wake up tomorrow with all my digits.
That's right. Wendy, be prepared. So tomorrow you might have an influx of patients coming in that might be losing fingers.
Probably tonight because fireworks start at dusk.
That's true. So
and then go for like 4 or 5 hours.
No wonder they
Scotty,
were filming. Oh, okay.
The way I thought Canadians celebrated was just to point south and laugh. Tell me different.
Yeah. Nice.
See, and I'm not the right Canadian to talk to because I have such an admiration for the United States and everything it represents and everything that it's produced. And, I'm happy to live above you guys. Like,
it's all
as
hearsay.
Neighbors, it's great. It's great. Like, you gave me so much stuff. You gave me Hanna-Barbera cartoons. You gave me C-3POs. You gave me there's so much stuff that America has given to Canada. And I'm just saying, one day we'll let you have our water and it'll all be fine.
And we give you comedy and politics.
Yeah. Hey, we give you comedy.
We give you lots of comedy.
You want John Candy? He's ours. You want Shatner? And it's wary. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of Canadians that you got. You got a lot of Canadians, and I think that you should say thank you from time to time, but it's not, and you do. Like, honestly, when it comes to entertainers that have enriched American culture, Americans are very, very gracious, but Canadians are all like, oh no, Jim Carrey's famous in America. We must not like him no more. And so,
but they can have Celine Dion.
Celine Dion is a global sensation. We can't near far wherever you are.
Yeah, I hear she's in bad shape lately.
Oh darn. Let's see.
Yeah,
MacGyver.
MacGyver's good.
Loved it.
MacGyver.
The television show? That's
not
American.
Yeah.
So you guys covered the Bionics, woman and man, that is.
Bionic Woman and $6 million man.
I still don't think we have the technology.
Not that they'd let us know if they did.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I love Bionic Woman and $6 Million Man.
They've already proven that fake legs are better than real legs.
Oh, you got a point. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, didn't that guy win a gold medal or something?
Yeah, didn't that guy kill his wife?
Well, didn't OJ get the Theismann trophy?
I don't know.
I forget his name.
There you go. Yeah,
Nostradamus.
Didn't Will Smith slap Chris Rock? Which one's worse?
Yeah.
See what happens when everyone's equal?
Right.
I mean, jeez.
I know. That's right. And you're welcome, Flip City Magazine. Yes.
Am I the only one talking about black on black crime?
Maybe.
Will Smith, African American. Chris Rock, African American.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I think Chris Rock will be the first one to say, he'd be like, there ain't nothing African about my ass.
Oh, no, that's true. Fuck, I love Chris Rock so much.
Oh, yeah. That was the one thing about $6 Million Man. Richard Anderson, Oscar Goldman, was like, it's a macho show. A macho show, on the DVD release. I just love that bit about him, right? About $6 million.
Well, has he ever seen the Mix 18?
It's a macho show. Yeah. Let's zoom in on his ear. Show. Get real close.
Exactly. Hey, Max.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
What's up, man?
Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going good.
So I wrote a song because I was slightly inspired by the
That's your opening.
Really. Oh, sorry. That's whoops. Got silence my phone for.
No, my mistake.
I was inspired by the James Cameron ditty, so I wrote a little 2-verse song.
Oh, goody!
About sorry, I'm in the midst of upgrading to a better microphone.
Matt, you really need to get those roadies on it. They need to have all that equipment set up before you even enter the room, man.
Oh yeah. I like the band. I like the band that says, "Oh, our worthless roadies, don't give them anything. They're lazy as hell." Okay.
Okay.
Her name is Leslie Headland. She's got the squarest face, and she's gonna see that diversity comes first. Why is that? Because she's Leslie Headland. Her name is Leslie Headland. She covered Harvey's ass. Just add a girl and make it gay. Why not to sue Leslie Headland? But so
love it.
And you guys are hearing me sing that for the very first time. I just put it together in my head.
Nice.
So
solid.
That's a first.
Hey.
Oh shit, man. That was awesome. I love that.
Thank you.
Did you like Andor?
I didn't watch Andor.
I tolerated Andor. I thought it wasn't too bad.
Guy, I mean, right now I've had Verizon for 2 decades, and they give me Hulu Plus and Disney Plus. I'm like, I don't watch Disney Plus. They give it to me for free. I won't watch it.
Oh, sure. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the show that you're criticizing, you've never seen.
You know what? I accept that. I accept that amount of nominal hypocrisy in my life. But yeah.
Oh no, I have a category. I have a category in my life that it's like I haven't seen it, don't like it. And I'm pretty much like when it comes to the Acolyte,
right?
Basically anything. I really have to be coaxed into Disney Star Wars. Like again, I haven't seen Andor. Yeah. I've been told it's good. I want to see it. People think that Rogue One is good. That's Disney Star Wars.
I mean,
I do want to revisit Solo. But the thing is that if I haven't actually seen it for myself, like I stopped watching Star Wars after the Rise of Skywalker, because that was being like shat in the face.
Rogue One was
so like Rogue I don't understand when people say like we're not supporting Disney, and it's like, well, are you supporting Disney by just like railing about it? Like you are going to draw other people into this sort of, even as presenters on YouTube. Other people are going to say, well, that got a lot of views. Maybe if I shat on the new Star Wars thing, And I don't even have to have an open mind. All I have to do is go into it and say that Disney Star Wars sucks, and I can make my own content for years. And I find that disingenuous, and that is what I think is polluting Star Wars discourse. I don't think it's the fans. I think it's the grifters. And I think the grifters are influencing fans.
It's not just Star Wars; it's everything else.
Fair.
It's
right now. It's entertainment across the board. Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who.
But the grifters,
yeah.
Oh no,
the grifters who want to point out.
Yes.
Like if you don't like it, don't fucking watch it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No. It's like if I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's like don't put bleach in my. If I ask for coffee, don't serve me coffee with bleach in it, and then tell me I'm wrong for not wanting bleach in my coffee.
Yeah, but why would you order a second coffee? Is my question.
Exactly.
We come up with a
why
better
are we
analogy.
going on? You know what? I watched the first 2 episodes. It sucked ass, and now I don't want to pay attention to it. Maybe I'll catch up with it at the end and find out what the whole story was. Maybe it'll justify itself, but I'm not going to go through the whole thing.
No.
But the people who are making money on a weekly basis saying this is bad, 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 and it is so infuriating because it's eating up my bandwidth. I would be rather talking about Furiosa. I would rather be talking about the boys.
People who like are like, oh, they're like so effing invested in the show. They're like, oh, it's like, okay, like with Doctor Who, they had like this 2 episode. I'm not sure who here is a Doctor Who fan. I've been watching.
I like Doctor Who.
I've been watching Doctor Who all my life. Literally, my first memory is watching a Tom Baker episode with my dad.
Same here, Doctor.
So I guess they were closing out this shitty Jack Jawakwa Doctor season with a Pyramid of Mars callback. Yes. So I started watching it just because people were saying I made this GIF in this Facebook group that said, with the Doctor and Sarah Jane, where he was saying, oh, I can't believe back in the day we got 11 million people, and it's like, and she was saying, oh yeah, 2.2 million was our margin of error. They've really blown it, and all these people are saying, what do you mean they blew it? How can any show get 2.2 million? It's like there were so many. There were only 3 choices back then. It's like, oh my God, people had to watch TV, and it like assumes like people had to watch television back in the day and had to choose to watch all 4 episodes of the serial. And it's like, oh no, people had so much fewer choices. Like,
oh my God.
Oh no, you don't understand. You see, television viewing has always been compulsory, and then you had 3 choices, so of course they watched Doctor Who. Yeah.
Hey dad, there's this new television show called Superman. Oh, you know what? Back in my day, we had to read Superman, and then we got to listen to him on the radio, and that was like 3D, you little whippersnapper.
Yeah, it's just all marginalization, equivocation, bullshit.
But we have such a
question.
Yes.
Did you have in your head that Leia led the team that got the Death Star plans?
No.
You know what? That's interesting because I've always had a little bit of a. I like to poke the ribs of Rogue One, but I did. I got the impression that Leia was the one who got the plan. Yes.
For me, she was just sort of like an integral part, but not the leader. I don't know. That part really was that was a low quality part of the whole thing. It's like
if she wasn't the leader, who else was on the team?
It's not an essential part.
Doesn't matter.
It was like she might have been an intermediary type.
It was her idea.
It was a random Botham spy.
I didn't even really think about it when I was a kid.
Never thought about it.
Yeah. I just thought she just had the plans.
The guy who Vader was choking. That was the guy. That was
the guy.
I don't know.
I don't know. You kind of
Hey,
led to believe there might have been
Lord
an existing
How's
network.
LT, long live
Dolph.
Lord. Avon lives.
Yep.
Lord Thoth.
That's right. Happy Rebellion
guys-
Day, Rebels.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play Wing Commander 4?
Ooh.
Way back
Let
in
me-
the day.
Yeah,
I played
it's a
I-
CD-ROM game.
Maybe.
Yeah, let me look at the because I played a lot of Wing Commander. I played a lot of those Origin games.
Sure.
Okay.
Wing Commander 4.
But what the reason I ask is because it's like it did sort of flip the world of the Terrans versus the Kelrathi into an external force that was alien or ominous to the galaxy that people who enjoyed Wing Commanders 1 through 3. And it really did good work.
You know what?
Like,
I didn't.
Chris Roberts,
I actually
good for him.
I actually did not play Wing Commander 4, but yeah, Chris Roberts is a groundbreaking. Did you ever play Strike Commander? It was a F-16 game, also by Chris Roberts. Oh, that was it was. I mean, it was one of those groundbreaking games. However, it came on 3.5-inch disc.
Oh, I love those 3.5-inch discs.
I still have a 3.5-inch drive for USB.
Oh my God! Keep talking dirty. Keep talking dirty.
Okay, here's another good show. I think that kind of encapsulates America as like a cinematic kind of show. The Fall Guy.
Oh yeah.
The Fall Guy.
Oh yeah.
Lee Majors.
A great theme song.
Heather Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Love
But don't you think? Okay, are we doing action shows or are we doing across the board?
We're doing across the board, like movies, TV shows,
Americanized, like things that say America.
Things that say
Cheers.
America.
Did you guys say cheers yet?
We haven't said cheers
Simon.
Oh,
Simon and Simon.
Night Court.
Simon.
Night Court.
I got to tell you, being in San Diego, there are times when I will drive over that bridge and play that song, and I do not feel. No. Simon and Simon.
Oh, Simon and Simon.
And I do not feel the least bit of shame.
There we go.
Oh, what about the Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah.
Yes. 100. Oh God,
That's huge.
That was
That's
my
America.
go-to show when I was a kid.
So is MASH, I think.
Hee-haw.
Hee-haw.
Not only American, but Southern.
Hee-haw is amazing. Yeah, no, that's a representation of a culture in America.
Yep.
When every show, every second show pretty much during the 70s was a variety show. I think
Sonny and Cher, the Brady's.
Rowan and Martin's
Brady's,
laughing.
yes.
That's definitively American.
Brady Bunch.
You bet your sweet Bippy.
Carol Burnett.
Carol Burnett.
Carol Burnett.
I was thinking
Rowan and
Carol Burnett kind of falls into the British kind of thing.
Huh?
I just think that she was. I think that she was more influenced by the British sketch than she was by American comedy. I don't know. You know what? I've been wrong before. I can do it again.
Would you say
I just never considered.
Conway is British leaning or American leaning?
Well, no,
Corman,
I thought she was an American woman who was emulating British comedy.
What was that, DJ?
Okay.
Corman.
Harvey Korman.
Harvey Korman.
He was one of the ensemble members on the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Man, he made that show. Jeez.
I'm curious, is the talk show American? Did we start that?
That's a good question.
I think
I know there are other ones, but I think that might be ours. And then how about Barbara Walters and her super in-depth investigative reporting? Because I know,
I think of Johnny Carson right off.
Exactly, yeah. But there was even ones before him. So
there are precursors.
The differentiation between daytime talk, the difference between daytime and nighttime talk. I mean, it's like almost two completely different things. And like I was thinking Donahue and all the spinoffs that came after that. There's some that are still going, but all the also rans that were also part of that, like Ricky Lake and all the other ones. You had Sally Jessica Raphael. The daytime phenomena, I think, is absolutely American. I'm not as convinced about late night talk, but it's also hard to make the split between BBC programming, CBC style programming, and then the American networks.
Because I mean, late night you had like David Letterman, you had the Tonight Show,
different
like
BBC. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you had like even way back when the Merv Griffin Show. Then the daytime stuff you had Phil Donahue.
I mean, Jesse Raphael.
Donahue was really the pioneer of
Jenny Jones. Didn't she drive someone to suicide?
No. What happened was it was two guys and a girl, and they were from Michigan.
And a pizza shop?
No. And the guy, they all lived in the same apartment complex, and the guy revealed that he was gay and he had a crush on the other guy, and the other guy killed him.
Yes. Right. That seems drastic. That seems like excessive behavior.
No, I'm just saying. I mean,
I'm just saying I don't condone that kind of conflict resolution.
Let's see, Vince Womack. Nobody, not surprised that nobody mentioned Manimal.
I've never seen Manimal. I wish I
can't
have.
say Transfiguration is American. I don't think werewolves are American.
It's a tale of old time.
It's like, do you really want to mention that or no? It's like, no, we'll move on.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Manimal is kind of like Greatest American Hero. It's like, oh no, I'm an animal.
Greatest American Hero has America in it.
Yeah.
But it was a television show.
Are you insinuating there's no men in other countries?
That is exactly what I'm saying, and I've been to Australia.
No, I really, I mean, I know we mentioned cop shows, but there was one cop show that for me was absolutely unique, and that was NYPD Blue.
Oh, dude, I loved NYPD Blue.
There's not much more American than New York.
I mean, that was
simple.
Dennis Franz. Oh yeah, are you calling me? I love in the first episode. Like, I forgot, but Sharon Lawrence was playing the prosecutor, and she was quoting Latin, "Ipso les requitor." It's like, oh yeah. Ipsa this, you pissy little bitch.
Well, what about The Sopranos? What about Goodfellas?
Sopranos.
What about The Godfather?
The Sopranos was the height of television, bar none. Simply not because of what they did. It was not just because of what they did, but they knew David Chase knew what he had to do, knew who he had to cast, what they had to say, what they had to shoot, and they did it without.
But don't you find it derivative of the works of Scorsese?
You know what? I find it at times it does. I'm not saying it does, but I do find that it exceeds itself and it does stand on its own.
It does. Right. I'm not trying to diminish the work. Yeah. Like Sopranos is heralded as being an incredible television show.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got Sigler was hot.
Hill Street Blues.
Mm-hmm. What was that?
Well, I've never watched it. So I'm going to go have a cigarette.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys in a second.
Hill Street Blues. I like. I just like NYPD Blue more.
Right. TJ Hooker.
Oh, I got full disclosure. I like TJ Hooker because I like the Shatner.
Yeah, and I have to admit.
Did anybody happen to catch Man from Atlantis, the Patrick Duffy program?
Yes.
Yeah, that was like a one-season wonder that captivated me as an elementary school child. I wanted to be able to breathe underwater. It actually led me to Aquaman in a roundabout way.
Damn, I missed that show.
Now, as an aside, there are some films that are just horrible but have a great soundtrack. One of those is, and you might not have heard of it, it's called The Last Dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It was absolutely horrible, American made, It was supposed to be a kung fu style film with like magic, magical mystery, but it was absolutely horrible. But it had a Motown soundtrack, and it was great.
Yeah,
it was a great
Motown
soundtrack.
production.
Horrible movie. Horrible movie.
Julius Carey the Third and Tiamat and Vanity.
Yeah.
Right.
Great movie.
Vanity?
Campy.
Great soundtrack. Horrible movie.
Does anybody remember Voyagers?
Ooh.
Oh.
Let me think.
Maybe.
This was like early 80s, like 82. It only lasted like one season.
That sounds somewhat familiar.
It's kind of like this American sci-fi TV series. It only lasted, like I said, like one season. The protagonist was a guy named Phineas Fogg, right? And he belonged to like this society of time travelers called Voyagers, right? And what was it? And he comes across this young kid called Jeff, and basically to try to get him back home, traveling through time. And he has this little device called an Omni, which looks like a large pocket watch, right? And they're like going throughout all history and all that kind of stuff. It only lasted one season because the guy, what was it, John Hexam, I think it was, he was killed by a motorcycle accident or something like that, and then they just canceled it after one season.
Damn.
Yeah. But it's early 80s. It's a sci-fi show.
I remember reading about it. It's like Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Right? Yeah. That was a really good show.
I vaguely remember that. I'm looking it up right now. It's got a lot of people in its cast that go way back. Judson Scott looks like one episode. Jonathan Frakes was on one episode.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep, when the light goes green, the timeline is clean. That's right. You remember that. There we go. He also asked, what about that show with Patrick Duffy and Suzanne Summers?
Oh, Step by Step.
Step by Step, yeah.
Yeah, that was like ABC had the Friday night lineup with Family Matters and Step by Step and yeah. Perfect Strangers.
I love Perfect Strangers. That was such an awesome show. Two of my favorites, Sopranos and Northern Exposure. Yeah, I did like those. Those are pretty good.
I like Northern Exposure because it had Barry Corbin, and I love Barry Corbin ever since I watched War Games.
Yes, 100%.
Yep.
Here's a good one. Nobody's mentioned this one because it does involve Bruce Willis. Moonlighting.
Moonlighting.
Yeah. Moonlighting.
My best friend used to take all of the lines that he had the next day, recycle them at school, and he was a hit. I mean, that was a funny program, and Sybil Shepherd was something to look at, I gotta say.
God, yeah. I thought she was hot back in the day, man. When I was a kid, when I was in my teens.
I mean, she still is.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know who is surprisingly still hot? Who is hot now? I mean, not still, but who is hot now? Martha Stewart. No. Okay, you guys are going to laugh at me, and maybe it is okay.
You were not wrong.
It's like I saw her last Instagram post, and ooh, yeah.
Wow. Digital filters are a wonderful thing.
Well, wasn't she? Didn't she pose in like the swimsuit edition or something?
That's what I heard.
There was something like that recently that she
post prison. She was a hard body.
Yeah, she got Snoop Dogg's tips.
Oh, jeez.
Had to get that prison life straight.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it was because I'm a photographer by training, so I'm like, whoa, wow, what are they doing with the light there? Because she was in like a nightgown in a mirror. I'm like, wow.
Okay, I get it from an artistic point of view then.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, I am stipulating to the subjective, and that it could be filtered, but
if she starts smoking, use more lube. Oh shit!
Oh, Vince.
The Wonder Years.
Oh yeah. No, the original Wonder Years.
The original. Yes.
Yes.
That's Americana right there. I think. 100%. That was a good show. So, and
I was just looking up TV categories or genres. Primetime soaps, like Dallas or Dynasty.
Yeah, those were good.
Flamingo Road.
Yeah. Falcon Crest. Yeah.
Falcon Crest. There you go.
Oh, even daytime soaps. I mean, other countries have them, but when you talk soaps, it's usually an American TV show that has a huge following.
That's true. Yeah, because I think it was totally 100% America that started soap operas.
Young and the Restless, #1.
Guiding Light.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So were the days of our lives.
Yeah.
Like sands through the hourglass. Oh my God.
I just couldn't. I just could not get into. Anyway, I just couldn't get into. The soaps. Like
no, neither could
How were
I.
you supposed to? We started kindergarten at age 4 or 5, so you had a couple of years of memory to be able to pack in what your mom watched during the day.
That's
right,
true.
right.
That's true.
And considering
Man.
some of them have been on for 50 years and still going, it's like, goodness, talk about long form entertainment.
Like,
it would bleed over into regular culture, like Luke and Laura. There's no reason for me to know anything, but to be able to put those two names together if it weren't for its bleed through to regular pop culture. So it was there for sure. The Larry Hagman thing, everybody knew who the hell he was. You couldn't name anybody else in the series, perhaps. But the whole,
JR.
JR.
And I got my #1 piece of life advice from soap operas. Women can be mean.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Like for no reason, just mean.
Oh God. General Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knew women could be so vindictive from a soap opera of all things, right? It's like, damn. Put every man on their toes. I wouldn't mess with her. You know?
But then you have to grow up and learn that it's like, they weren't acting.
Oh, this is Comic Relief Crusader. This is a perfect time for me to sponsor myself. Apparently, there is a Hot Toys of She-Hulk. I have no intentions of paying money for it, but if anyone wants to donate so that I can get a She-Hulk, I want someone to buy me a She-Hulk hot toy.
Okay.
Life size and fully.
Go ahead and
it is 1/6 size, which makes me think that it's going to be like 12 inches.
Okay,
I want it.
The whole 12.
I can't be involved with it ever since you said 12 inches. So
I do. I love Jen Walters. I love Jen Walters.
I found the selfie of Martha Stewart.
Oh, did you?
I can present it.
Okay.
How big is?
Were you raised by your grandmother?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, my grandmother was in the house, but so
all right.
These are treacherous forests that I'm being.
We're not going to see B. Arthur next, are we?
No.
Rue McClanahan's click.
Oh, Jesus.
God. Here we go. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that Sydney Sweeney?
That's Martha Stewart.
That's not Martha Stewart, is it?
That is Martha
Come
Stewart.
hither.
Yeah, but that's also like 1967, right?
At 82?
That's a guy with a filter.
You know what? I don't. All I'm
Is
saying
that AI?
I don't know what I don't. I don't know what I don't know. I'm just saying that is what she posted.
But you're presenting evidence of falsehoods.
I'm saying I am.
I know. Go ahead.
I am presenting what I saw with my eyes, not what I investigated.
That's a ton of makeup, is what that is.
Yeah, probably.
Or a celebrity impersonator. Real name is Rhea Lukhart. She's from Jersey.
Oh,
yeah, but I would.
All right.
Like when you put it that way, I would apply makeup to Martha Stewart. Come on.
That is a wax artist at his best.
Yes.
Possibly.
Hey, Dark Elvis.
He certainly was waxing.
Dane Canadians butting in our day. We left the crowd, not you. Yeah. Hey, we're celebrating everything America.
It's like,
Dark
well,
Helmet. Good
Scotty,
to see you, yo.
Scotty,
What?
you gotta say, it's like, if you were banging her and then, when you were about to get there, she said, "Oh, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing." Hey, that's a bucket list experience, even if you didn't have it on your list. So
I'm President Trump,
Well,
and I
no,
approve
you know
this
what?
message.
The thing is when it comes to Martha Stewart, I just want to make her like ankle lock beat.
Okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
just want to bang hard enough that she's jogging and she doesn't have enough room to jog.
The grandma in the room.
I appreciate your creativity, Scotty. So with that, I have to take off. I got a phone call with some people. So
all right, no problem, dude. Thanks
I
for coming on in.
Thank you for having me.
You wanna plug anything?
You know what? I'm working up to
just Martha Stewart.
I am working up to putting my drone footage online. I'm just right now I'm working on transferring all my art and photography to a cloud. So I'm getting there. I'm just slow.
It's all good.
Momentum is my friend, and I'm always looking for it. So
nice.
All right. Nice. Happy 4th, and I will see you all later.
You too. Bye.
See you, dude.
Bye.
Go easy.
Will do.
That's right, man. Well, that was nice. Hey, Cap Infinity, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. We're celebrating the Ungrateful Colonialist Day, which is known also as Independence Day. So, kind of celebrating stuff that encapsulates America. Media.
This also encapsulates America. Y'all seen Christy Brinkley at 70?
No.
I think that aging grandma is very distinctively American. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Grandmas these days didn't look like grandmas when I had grandma in my day.
I had no idea that I would be getting into a wheelchair and rolling around the nursing home today. What is with
I'm
this?
just saying.
Damn.
I didn't bring up Martha Stewart.
I'd bang Betty even though she's dead. Like, what am I going to hear?
I'm just saying that's got to be distinctively American.
The last thing I want to hear during coitus is you broke my hip.
I know.
Where's my teeth?
Canadians were loyalists. I know.
They're wrapped around my nipple.
Yeah, but when like for myself, like what I said earlier, when it was just me and Linrod, when I lived like 20 minutes away from the Maine border, we had American media, right? Because I lived 20 minutes away from Maine, and all the shows came from like Bangor, Maine, right? On ABC, CBS, and NBC, and it was like American radio, right? Like American Top 40 or Paul Harvey. And stuff like that, right? So back in the Reagan era, back in the 80s, it just for me kind of made you feel like you just wanted to be part of America, right? So didn't exactly do anything on the 1st of July on Canada Day, nor did I really feel like it much, considering everything that's going on up here in Canada. But and on top of that,
what's going on, man? What happened?
Like everything in Canada.
What? Like what?
You haven't watched yeah, exactly. You haven't watched a lot of my stupid news lately.
No, I'm asking you specific. Just give me like 3.
Well, okay, let's see. Trudeau.
That's not a reason. That's a leader.
Well, that's debatable. So
but come on, like Trudeau is not an answer.
I don't know. I would accept Biden as an answer.
I don't think Biden is an answer.
Not for Canada, but
okay.
Even when it comes to the America kids.
Any politician.
Okay, let's say liberal cabinet. How about that?
The political party itself is more responsible for the leader than the people who vote for the leader of the political party.
Well, let's put it this way.
So,
but not being told that essentially,
I think Trudeau and Biden are kind of comparable right now.
Yeah,
I love the leader.
I agree.
Oh well, we've never been at war with Eurasia.
Not yet. So, but yeah,
Australasia.
Exactly.
I don't even.
Trudeau is a valid answer. Yep. So, If I had to
No,
go
it's
three,
not. But keep going. Give it again. Give it another try.
Trudeau. So, wondering if Convoy DVD sales have gone up in Canada. Yeah, I wonder about that. So,
Convoy, like the movie Convoy. I've never seen it.
Freedom.
You know what I really want to see? Like, I don't have the physical copy of Duel with like the first movie, like the TV movie that was directed by Steven Spielberg. Who's the guy? It was McLeod from the television show McLeod. What was his name?
Dennis.
He was in it. Dennis
something.
Yeah, something like that.
Can't remember his last name. But if we can roll back to Convoy for a second, I get to tag in. It's actually a piece of local interest, Omaha, Nebraska. About 4 miles from me is where that song was recorded. It was at Sound Studios, and that was the first studio I actually sat behind a board at in production. It's no longer in existence. But C.W. McCall, his real name was William Fries, and he was from a small town in southwest Iowa, about another 45 minutes from me, and ended up being the mayor of Ouray, Colorado. All those years afterwards, and wouldn't have been in the public consciousness at all were it not for the fact that he wrote a jingle for a bakery called Old Home Bread. And so it's the Old Home Keep Her Up and Fill Her Up and Keep on Trucking Cafe. It started that whole big boom thing. The 70s CB thing is almost always going to be associated with the United States too, isn't it? CB culture, huge. That really was only upended in like 1980 by the country culture that came from Urban Cowboy. Anyway.
I can't believe that we didn't mention this. Rock and roll.
Rock and
roll.
Yep.
Hello.
Jeez.
I'm here. I'm ready.
Very American. Hello.
Elvis.
Elvis.
Yes.
Elvis. How could
Chuck
you
Berry.
not have America and not think Elvis and Chuck Berry? Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Chuck Berry's going to outlive humanity itself.
Marty McFly invented.
Well, all the blues guys. I mean,
Yeah.
like, was not Stevie Ray Vaughan. Who's the other dude? The guy
Benny
that
King, BB King,
BB King.
Yeah,
That's right, the guitarist. Yeah, the
Who was the guy?
guitarist.
Who was the guy in Blues Brothers? He was the old guy.
John Lee Hooker.
Yeah, that's that guy.
He was a
That's
guitarist.
Chicago blues.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
That's
country
diaspora
western
blues
music.
from Chicago.
Even before, you know, I mean,
Hillbilly music. Yeah.
yeah,
Fuck
all
the
that.
Eagles.
Oh, come
No
on.
doubt. Death to Don Henley.
Blues is American because nobody was unhappy before.
That's right.
No one. Before America was created, everyone was
They
joyous.
wrote sad songs on the piano. They'd have no idea what they're feeling.
All
Yeah.
the
At least
music
tell
was like
you.
Billy Joel.
My wife left me. My dog died. The tractor had to get sold. Country boy can't survive.
That's right. I ain't got a dime. I die 17 in my behind. So you keep on going on like that.
That was the best
I
Jerry
know.
Lewis impression I've ever heard.
I thought so. So at this moment, there's nothing more American than DJ's voice. Ooh, there you go. You got a fan, DJ.
Well, gentlemen, I think I've exhausted my conversational skills for the afternoon. I hope that, well, first things first, man.
That
Thanks.
must be taxing.
Well, I got nickels to earn in alleys. So, yeah.
My.
20
No,
bucks
my
is 20
shit is-
bucks.
That's
yeah,
right.
exactly. I'm willing to take a shot in the mouth. So anyway,
Well, on that note,
thank you so much for having me on. I
so
appreciate it,
good.
and it's good to talk to you guys. This is fun discourse. This isn't hate. This is
No,
fun.
it ain't.
No.
Fun play. I enjoy
Yeah.
fun play. So thank you.
No,
I'll see you
like
in
I
the
said-
future. I hope.
Oh yeah, totally, 100%, man. Thanks for being here.
All right.
Yep.
See ya. Okay, let's see. So we got no, Robert Plant, he's English. Obviously you got Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, we mentioned Chuck Berry, Elvis, Jimi Hendrix.
Seattle in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan.
Hibbing, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Bob Denver.
Bob Denver, yeah.
I think it's John Denver.
Hello, Dobie.
I mean, but even like what Frank Sinatra and all that stuff. I mean,
Sure.
Van Halen,
the crooners, the loungy stuff. That's all.
Oh, dude, I love listening to those guys.
Van Halen, Aerosmith,
Yeah. Tom Petty,
Guns N'
An
Roses,
Florida.
American Girl.
Yeah, Southern rock for sure.
Southern Rock, 100%.
Skinner,
Skinner.
Skinner, Freebird.
ZZ Top.
Kiss.
I mean,
Oh,
The
dude.
little old band from Texas, 1969, and Dusty died last year. So think about that. That's 53 years of rock and roll out of those guys.
Yeah.
And I saw
they
them play
actually-
with the substitute bassist twice in the last year and a half.
Wow.
And dude, Billy Gibbons can still throw it down. He absolutely can still do it, and he was fun to watch.
But ZZ Top, yeah, when you mention ZZ Top, it's like, dude, like, you know, beards
any
that
of
go on
those
for a
Southern
mile.
rocks. Yeah, and all those
Yeah.
Southern rockers though, like Allman Brothers and
Oh, man.
Beer drinkers and
they're just
Hellraisers.
all, you know.
Yep. That's right. All right, Madman. Hey, man, how's it going? Here with 94 degrees, Kentucky, with a fair 5 seconds down the road, which will launch fireworks at sundown. We watch for free in our driveway every year. Right on, dude.
Yep.
Nice.
It's the way to do it. So, let's see. Captain Trinity asked Johnny about his She-Hulk doll. Oh, really? This sounds interesting. I'm gonna have to ask him about that later on. Then, yeah, okay.
I'd say Kiss, because that's about as American as you can get.
God,
Plus,
Yeah.
you talk about merchandising.
Yeah.
Sure,
Oh,
you
yeah.
never thought about Star Wars merchandising, but Kiss merchandising was all over the place. Trading cards, lunch boxes.
Oh, dude.
Hello, Kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember the difference between the inserts that came in the albums from '77 changing when all that marketing did hit so strongly. Before that, it was posters, T-shirts, belt buckles, and whatnot that you could just order through, mail order essentially. And back then, though I did not see them in era, right? I was still Gene Simmons every Halloween from the time I was in kindergarten through the fourth grade. I mean, it was a swing through the '70s, and they were my favorite band. Oh, absolutely. And so the phenom that was, that they created that ends up becoming the mass marketing that it is today, you have to point to them. Absolutely. They licensed, as someone was just saying, and I don't mean to stomp on it, every damn thing. They end up with coffins, toilet paper, and everything else by the time we get into the new century. So you talk about billions probably created by that. It's redonkulous. It really
That's
is.
some blood in a comic book.
Plus the wonderful campy cult
I have 3
movie,
copies.
Kiss and the Phantom of the Park.
Meets the Phantom. Yeah, that was so bad. The next day at school, we were just
That
like
was so
so
bad.
unhappy about it.
So
Yeah.
bad, yeah.
I forgot they even did a comic book. Like Todd McFarlane even did Kiss comic books.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
and
Circus.
Yes, Psycho Circus.
Have them,
Another
I've
thing
never
that's
read them.
purely American.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Mm,
Professional wrestling.
yes, I would say
Yeah,
professional
WWE.
Yep. Yep. Professional modern day wrestling, because it was going to say, well, that's really a
It
great
goes
thing.
back to like the 60s and 70s, but when you get
Yes, it does.
Vince McMahon Sr. and then Vince McMahon Jr. coming into the scene,
I agree.
you have
I can't speak to the modern era, but you mentioned 60s and 70s, and I'm in Omaha. And Omaha was one of the Midwestern cities that hosted wrestling on on small circuits back when it was like 3 different regional promoters. And so, pre all the Hulk Hogan stuff, I'm seeing like Andre the Giant is walking around my downtown. I mean, that was ridiculous. So I didn't know much about it at the time. It wasn't something that my mother encouraged us watching, sort of thing. And by the time it's all in color, lit up and ridiculous with feather boas and, the Hulk and whatever kind of thing, I was completely out. But I understand the generations that followed. It was art. It's theater. It's all kinds of crazy amusement. It just is. And that, I think, is absolutely Carney style Americana. You got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, here's another thing. Monster trucks.
monster trucks. Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, Bigfoot. when the first
Bigfoot.
monster trucks were coming out, Bigfoot and oh my God, there's a whole whack of them, but Bigfoot is the one big one that really stands out.
Well, there may have been some that were leading up to that, but Bigfoot was absolutely the one to point at. It was the crown jewel of that entire sport, if we want to call it that, for many years after its introduction. It wasn't until Gravedigger, and again, just like modern wrestling, I don't know that much about this. It's by osmosis rather than by participation as a fan. But yeah, the origin story of that is mud bogs and tractor pulls and every other damn thing. So that's probably quintessential right there. That's a good pull. That's a good pull.
Good, adjacent to monster trucks, muscle cars.
Yes,
thank you.
You go a little bit further back. Yep,
car culture in general is a pretty American thing.
Yeah, car culture in general,
and thereby Southern California car culture, the whole American graffiti thing, and the way that it comes out through that too.
Yeah.
Good point.
Great.
Anybody else own a muscle car on the panel or in the chat?
Ooh, that's a good question.
84 Camaro.
Hey, you're close.
Fiesta.
I'll give it.
Yeah. It's from the 80s, and it is a Camaro, so yeah. Got a big
Bro, I have a 70 Mercury Cougar.
Oh, gotcha.
I have a 70 Mercury Cougar. The Cougar went off the assembly line at Dearborn, parallel to the Mustangs. And so it's the one that would come with a better interior, like leather interior and air conditioning versus the regular pony car. But that's another thing. The Mustang, absolutely, and the Corvette, those two, how are you going to displace those? Come on, Globe. Let's see it happen.
Okay, that being said,
Mopar.
favorite car brand. Let's put it that way.
Oh, well, I had two cousins. This fits into what they were just talking about. I had two cousins that had 67 and 69 Chevy Camaros.
Yeah.
Ooh, square back Camaros. Absolutely.
They did very, very different things with them.
Yeah.
The 67 ended up getting basically stripped to be lightened. He put 2 nitrous tanks in it and was the lead at his quarter-mile track for as long as he was there. So he had fun. Like, he actually was able to do the wheelie with the NOS tanks. With both of them. He could pop one off the beginning and then get up a little bit of speed and he'd get a wheelie with the second one. But, like, he didn't have seats in his car. He didn't have windows. He didn't have, So, and then the other cousin, he actually dismantled the entire car, put all new parts on it, modernized it, and put a Corvette engine in it.
Oh,
an LS. Nice.
So they both made them incredibly much more fast. Yeah. I mean, that's muscle car at its most muscly.
You're right. That's the greatest contribution to that era from Chevy outside of the Corvette. Absolutely. And that was the more the working man's ride as it was anyway. And it's the Firebird, its cousin, they were running different motors, GM at the time, tossing one in this, one in the other. And the Firebird with the 400, it was always just under whatever they were sticking in the Camaros at the time because nobody wanted them displaced. They were right up there and they were kicking Mustangs' asses until a lot of the other stuff came in post Carroll Shelby, I got to say though, because that's another thing, all the speed shops that would do that kind of stuff and make everybody, starting with, say guys who were serving in Vietnam, they used to take stuff on tour. They took muscle cars on tour to show the troops. It's so car culture. I'm glad who brought up car culture as an example.
Yeah.
It's freaking genius. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
My mom had a friend and she had a daughter or a son my exact same age, so we would go play when they were talking. But I always loved her car. She had one of those, the Ford Mustang Mach 1, the fastback. Was that the Cobra?
Well, it depends.
She had the Cobra on the gas tank, but she had the fastback, and I was like, "That's such a cool car." Because as a kid, it looked like a Hot Wheel, and it was all white with the blue stripe down the middle. And I was like, "That's so awesome." But that friend also had the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier, so they had some.
Oh, dude!
So cool. SS flag.
Wendy says my parents had the '83 Corvette.
Sweet ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why was the best gift always under somebody else's tree? I mean, you're talking about the aircraft carrier. I mean, why was the Millennium Falcon parked under Aaron Grundeman's tree instead of mine? You know, why Keith Adams get the X-wing? I got the land speeder, but come on, 1978.
Oh, dude. Car brands is difficult because every company had their stinkers. Yeah, that's true. I prefer my CJ7.
Oh,
nice. Awesome.
Jeep, that's something that's American.
That's funny.
What was your guys' first car?
64 Chevy Nova 4-door with a straight 6.
Yeah.
Nice.
97 Ford
The
Contour.
back seat was perfect for you, wasn't it? The back seat.
Actually, yeah, the outside
looked.
looked like hell because we just had different colors everywhere. But the inside was so nice, like we had redone it. So I actually had like red velour over the seats and the armrests and everything. Like I'd go to the store and pick up shelves and whatever, and I'd open the door and the guy'd be like, "You want me to put this in your car?" And I'm like, "Yeah, just throw it in there." He's like, "You want me to put it on that upholstery?" I was like, "Yeah, it's not as good as it looks. Just go ahead." But it looked all sparkly and it was so nice. And it was like, the outside looks like crap, but the inside's nice.
Ludrod, what about you?
I had a 97 Ford Contour.
Ooh.
I drove that car until the engine exploded. It had 450,000 miles on it when it finally died.
Whoa.
And technically, it still ran. It just leaked everything.
Then it just fell apart like a Bluesmobile.
Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the brakes failed on it when I was driving to work one day. I'm like, oh, awesome, e-brake.
Oh, God.
Had like an alien master cylinder on it. Couldn't find a replacement.
Jeep CJ7 was my first car. Nice.
Mine was a 1977 Chevy Monte Carlo.
Ooh,
nice.
That's a nice boat of a car.
Huge land yacht.
Yeah.
One of the longest hoods ever bolted to a Chevy. Also, one of the biggest doors ever bolted to a Chevy. It was
As
a
a
two-door
teenager, you're
car.
like,
But if you ever slammed your finger in a car door, you'll know.
Oh, yeah. You might as well just amputate.
First, you hope the door didn't lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But that era of Monte Carlo. Okay, so I'm picturing 77. I'm hoping plus minus I'm right on the years, but they had that great contour coming down on the fenders from the hood.
They
like
did.
Had a sweeping line back into the door. I mean, you want to talk about contours and curves that are better than any bikini model or Martha Stewart. What the hell was that all about? And that was one of them. That was absolutely one of them. And then they just kind of crunched it in. And when they moved them into the modern era, when all the kids around me are getting the Cutlasses, all the GM products from like 80, 81, 82, when they're starting to do those. And those Montes, it was great because they were shorter wheelbase, they were lighter cars, but they were still tossing the heavy 350s in them. So you could burn tires for like nothing.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Big
great.
time.
Big
What was your
big 4-barrel carburetor. You're drinking gas, but you don't care because gas was cheap back then.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
What was yours, DJ?
1974 Mercury Comet. completely ridiculous kind of car. Bench front seat, had a straight 6 in it. Yeah, it was a nothing kind of car, but I rolled it for 4 years, and I don't know who it was that left it. Where the brakes give out and you're reaching for the e-brake and stuff. I didn't have to do it in that car, but it died on the side of the road. Water pump went out on it. I've been driving it like 3 years. I'm a college sophomore. I'm getting ready to move back for the summer. It dies. I called up my friend Groovy Tom Gilbert. I'm like, dude, I'm catching a ride back into town. If you want a car, and I gave him the directions to where it was on like Highway 59 or whatever. It still runs as I understand it. So, and that was 1989, and he still has it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cars ran back then. They didn't fall apart like cars do today.
Oh, I have a great story for that.
Mine was a 77 military dark green Ford Granada.
A Granada, right on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah.
That thing, it was sitting in a guy's garage for 7 years. His wife had passed away, and I bought that thing for like $750, right? Just sitting in his garage. And of course, I didn't know a lot about cars back then, but But damn, I'll tell you, we couldn't. My dad wanted to take the gas tank off because there was so much rust inside the gas tank because it still had gas in it. Oh my God. Yeah, there wasn't a week that went by that I had to change that fuel filter, and
just replace it, drop it, and replace the whole thing.
I couldn't because he also welded this bar that went right underneath the gas tank so you could put a trailer hitch on it. And that thing was solid on there, right? My dad didn't have the tools to just, weld it right off. Plus, on top of that, if he even tried to weld it off, it's right by the gas tank. Like, what are you going to do, right? So after a while, like, I don't know, like the last straw was there was a major leak. I had a major gasket leak by the torque converter, and I was going up this steep hill, right? And all of a sudden, I wasn't going forward anymore. And I'm like, what the hell? So I had to coast backwards down the hill, down the steep hill in St. John, New Brunswick. And I had to park it at this one place, this one shop that was selling bread, right? And so I told the store manager, it's like, look, something going on with my car. I'll get it out of here as soon as possible. I'll be back for it. He's like, oh yeah, sure, not a problem, right? And so I came back like a few days later. My car's gone, right? And I go all the way back to my parents' place. I'm like, well, frick, the car's gone. Like, I don't know where the hell it went to, right? And so I thought, well, whatever, piece of crap anyway. And, good riddance. And next thing I know, there's a phone call at my folks' place. And somebody's like, yeah, I hear you got a car for sale. I'm like, what? Okay. It's like, at this point, I just want to get this thing gone. And he's like, yeah, Loyola City Towing, they picked it up and it's in their impound yard. And if you want, I'll give you $100 for it. It's like, right on. Okay, cool. $100 for a car? Fine. I don't want that piece of shit anyway. So I went over there and, signed over the papers over to him and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, oh yeah, by the way, you're gonna pay the towing bill because, it was your car. And I'm like, all right, fine. Yeah. So I went into the office, paid the towing bill. The towing bill came to $98.50.
Oh wow!
I had $1.50 to my name for that car.
They totally yanked your crank on that one.
You dirty rat!
I know. It's like, damn. First car. I'll never forget that car.
Oh, I had a story because you guys mentioned how the cars would run, and yeah, I mean the '64 Nova, it was running. We could keep it; wouldn't die. We could keep it running so easy. Yeah. Back when you could actually climb into the hood with the engine.
Yeah.
Yep.
But there was this one night I was driving and I had just replaced, like the previous week, the old headlights, the actual whole halogen bulb.
Yeah.
The big, huge headlight. It's like a 10-inch plate. And it would plug in literally like a socket. And I got pulled over one night and I wasn't sure why. And so the guy comes up and tells me, officer, is like your headlights out. And I'm irritated because it's like, crap, I've been dealing with this damn thing all week, right? So I'm like, I get out of the car, cocky teenager. I'm like, oh, really? Okay, I got it. And he's like, and he kind of says something, and I go up and bend over and look at it. Yeah, it's out. And I just go on the side of the fender, and the light comes on.
Oh, no.
Yep.
No.
He let me go. And in hindsight, I'm like, God, dude, he really could have let me have it. But
yeah,
it's just one of those moments. It's like, that's how old cars were. It's like, oh, give me a second. And you kick a fender, you know what I mean, to get a dent out, or you yank on it, or let me fix it. Your tire's rubbing. And you put the baseball bat in there. Okay, roll forward.
Well, and you mentioned the accessibility, like you can toss up the hood and you can like climb all over the motor and work on it kind of thing. And then you mentioned the headlights, and like I totally remember replacing those, and they were like $3-4 at the parts store. The socket you socket them in the back, and then the bezel goes over it. It's like you got little springs and screws, and you had to aim the son of a bitches. Like it took more than just like, it wasn't all just plug and play. There was an interaction
several
that you had to have
nights
with
of
those
driving.
things.
And it's not just 2 headlights. The Monte Carlo had 4.
4.
Yeah. Right.
For high beams. Oh yeah.
Yes,
split.
high beams.
Oh man.
But yeah, I could open up the hood. I could like sit on the front wheel
The
well
fenders
and
were seats.
change out all the spark plugs.
Mhm.
Yeah, the fenders were seats.
Mhm.
Everything was huge.
Oh yeah, I miss those bucket seats, man. Just stretched right across. You could fit like probably 8 people.
Oh,
in
the
one of
bench
those big
seats. Yeah.
Yeah, the bench seats, man, I love them because my next car was a 78 Regency, 306 engine inside. I love that car. My dad gave it to me. I loved it. He got it from Maine, and man, I tell you, that thing was so fuel efficient. When I drove from New Brunswick all the way out to Alberta, I only had to fill it up 10 times. Only 10 times. Yeah. And then, like, when I was halfway here to Alberta, the catalytic converter got plugged up, and it started melting the metal under my wife's feet on the passenger side in the front. And we had to stop in somewhere in Ontario. We were like almost out of Ontario, and there was a guy that was nice. No, not really, because they originally didn't have catalytic converters, but because because the laws changed in Canada, you had to get them installed, right? So we stopped by. There was this guy that was nice enough. He took this metal rod, and what you do, right? If they're clogged up, you bash the insides of them, right?
Yep.
Because that's the only way you deal with them. Put it right back together, and away we went. But man, I love that car. Another one I had was a 77 LeSabre. Nice and red. Oh man, I love that car. Jeez, love those cars.
And we just became a car talk.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's America.
Fuck yeah.
So, but you know what? 2.5 hours. I got to get a little bit of work done, but
I got to take off as well.
Work is overrated.
Exactly. So, but I want to thank everybody that came into the chat and here on the panel: Lenrod, Padawannabe, DJ Pop, Culture Republic. Thanks guys, and everybody else that joined on in. It's a treat. It's a treat to have different guys on here too. Max Redstone and Scotty. Thanks, man, and Real Weight Nation Gaming. Thanks for stopping on in too, man. Thanks a lot. Just wanted to have some fun, give a little bit of appreciation for everything that's Americana today. So, you guys want to plug anything? Lenrod, Padawannabe, Pop, DJ?
What's today? Thursday?
America Day.
It's Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah.
I think
funny how that works.
Because we did House of Dragon yesterday because today was the 4th. So we're doing that next Thursday. We'll go back to Thursday. But Sunday, we got Legend of the Seeker on Appion's channel.
That's right.
Watch that with Carla. I think this is our third watch party for that. So we should be on episodes 7, 8, and 9.
Nice.
I believe so, yeah.
If we're doing it right. If I'm thinking of it right. It's a good show. Especially for when it was made, it's like, oh, this would stand up against any of those shows that were out, like Sliders and all that type of stuff that was out at the time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm enjoying it. And it is that fantasy aspect that we really didn't get a whole lot of other than past like Hercules and Xena.
Yes.
That was fantasy for a long time.
Yeah.
That was all we had.
And it was good too.
It was good and it was fun. And this was like, see, we don't have to have big budgets to make a show everybody loves.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The acting wasn't great. The sets weren't great. It just worked. It was plenty good enough.
2 words. Space Precinct.
Yeah.
Remember that one? Talk about low budget. Oh my God. DJ, you got anything you want to plug, dude?
I I want to say thank you for the opportunity to be on panel today. I want to say thank you for hosting something for America Day sort of thing. And for everybody out there, be safe, have fun, take care of yourself and your crew, and rock, because that's what we should be doing every damn day.
Right on.
Right on.
True dat.
Ledrod, got anything you want to say?
Nope, I am a quiet person. I'll just give a shout out. King Dolphin TV, Saturday. Be there, just cuz.
There we go. Exactly.
And remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
Forest fires. That's right.
Yep. And
And
don't burn down the neighborhood popping off fireworks.
And Vince Womack still wants to plug Connie Silica. There we go. Pop, what about you? Anything you want to
Oh, no, nothing much. Just go and relax the rest of the evening, then watch my neighbors' fireworks going off, and hoping they don't burn down the neighborhood and everything.
There we go.
You know, explosions, chaos, things that light up the evening sky, going, ooh, that's pretty. Why is my house on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, Wendy, prepare for lots of work tomorrow, and hopefully,
or tonight,
or tonight, and hopefully you and the trauma.
Why is that firework? Why is that one lasting so long?
Yeah, exactly.
Why is it
really
still
bright?
Kaboom!
It's the rocket's red glare.
It's rocket's red glare.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Because guaranteed somebody will put one in their ass tonight. So,
or you get somebody to say, "Hey, watch this! I saw it on a cartoon once."
Yeah, exactly. Right? No, really, I can do it.
You've got to do better, Senator.
Well, guys, again, thank you very much for joining on in, for listening to everything that is America today.
Yeah.
And we'll have Frantic Fridays tomorrow, guaranteed. This is just something I wanted to do than just putting out a video today, and just having fun, just willy-nilly, just doing it, just for the heck of doing it. So
America.
That's about it. Because America.
We're the biggest country. America. We're the best country.
Fuck yes, yeah! So to everybody out there, this is the only way I can end an America show with this guy. See ya.
Excellent to each other. And party on, dudes!